echire bibi just wa wonti ase na hu ni se eya asakeke na oye omokoto esori ani nyina echire bibi omo nan na omo kabom epeja kwaso eba fom ni nyina soso echire bibi enti asante asa ebi na ekoso no.
Yo mama, let me bring let me paint a picture of what actually is happening here. As has been indicated already, today has been dubbed or christened Ahohoɔ. That means a day for the various non-Asante communities who have been harbored and accommodated here over the centuries. You always or normally hear from the people of Asante, Yaji Ahohoɔ pa ntuba baby afobi waha. So we have gathered here. Here they have gathered. We have the Fanti community, led by their chief. We also have the Seshis. They are also here. It's no wonder we have the paramount chief of the Sefi, Anyaso, Oji Ahohoɔ Ojebi, who is also here. We have the Kwaus from the eastern region. They are also here to grace the occasion. Then we have the Nzimas from western region. The Nzimas are also here. The Eves, they are also here. I've seen Togbe Fuga, well seated and adorned in traditional regalia. They are all here to pay homage to the Asante on this grand occasion. Then we also have various ethnic groups from the northern part of Ghana. We have the Frafras, we have the Wangaras, we have name them, virtually all the groups from the northern part of Ghana, the Gonjes. They are all here to also grace the occasion and to show respect to the Asante on this grand occasion.
And now Ahohoɔ da eno nti so we Asantefo everywhere Ahohoɔ Santema mu nyina ehia ewo ha semfantefo ewo ha anwonafo ewo ha bi afi bono enzema ukọ esiremu fema wangrafo gonjafo frafrafo dagomafo dagatifo wo mu nyina ewo ha enkranfo wo ha kwafo wo ha achemfo na kire se we Asantefo everywhere kasa bia wo manya fa na nyina ba bia wo mu nyina wo ha omo ka bom amaye di Ahohoɔ de amana ye fe.
Good. Mabna, as we already indicated, Friday will mark the exact 25th year on which Asante, then known as Berima Awukudae, transited into Otumfuo Osetutu the second. So before 25th April 1999, he was known in private life as Berima Awukudae and doing his private things. But from the day, that is 25th April 1999, he officially assumed the title and the name Otumfuo Osetutu the second, or Otumfuo Osetutu Abebio. And he accepted or took on that name because he accepted the founding king of Asante, Opemsuo Osetutu the first, as his role model, and that he was going to take after his lifestyle and his leadership, and that is how come he assumed that new name or title.
Ansana Opemsuo ebedi akonya no na ne din pa ye de frɛ no ye Berima Awukudae eno nti ye nyamfa ne nsi akonya so sa na wode na obafro sikadwa no edin a ofa ye ne nananom din a ofa ye eye Otumfuo Osetutu Abebio Osetutu a odikan.
Mabna, just before you continue, there you have in your shot in the middle is the president of the National House of Chiefs and the Omahene or paramount chief of Sefi Anyaso Oji Ahohoɔ, and then on his right is the Minister for Chieftaincy and Traditional Religious Affairs, Mr. Stephen Asamoah Boateng. On the left is the Vice President of the National House of Chiefs.
Right. Edi a power ye Opemsuo power ye Opemsuo odikan edi Otumfuo Osetutu ya odikan. Na kwadwo no kwasam ne se nananom nyina di adanse ye se edi na ofa ye no abo awura no sene na Opemsuo odikan ye ne niema no saa na Opemsuo otoso mienu eye ne bibia onye asem nto ho na bra o swai no nananom kire se oka asem bi o se medino kuadie ene mese ene bebu asanteman na no kwasem adadi ewo kwa fa so di ne nsam no kuradie nko a ba bia eda na wode to eno nti Opemsuo wodi kan honhom na wode eye adwuma na nya nwanwa se asanteman ene omanfo binom etu ni din King Solomon.
Mabra, you know, something that is importantly associated with naming. Everybody wants to name his or her child after somebody, and in our parlance, Asante, we say, "But samampani bedin." So it means you look at the good traits or character of somebody before you name your child after him or her, and it's exactly what is playing out. And we have a belief that when you name a child after somebody, the child is most likely to pick more of the trait, the character trait of such a person. So it's no wonder what we are all seeing, observing from the 16th occupant of Asante being the reincarnate of Otumfuo, Osei Tutu the first.
And when you first say Abedin Sai, and until
there you have in your shot the Asante, the man we have been so describing now in his best element, well seated, smiling, and being gracious to all that have come to pay homage to him. As you see him nodding, he is receiving homage from people who have come from far and near to show respect to him and also partake in his silver jubilee. Mabra.
Kwado unim say we have said the Otumfuo si boni chinko na ni agye ankasa. Na nana no ma na wo mu nyina ebechia no. Na eche say Asante gi Ahohoɔ. Asante ka won ho abo ma kyekyere Asante man no. Ahohoɔ boa bi. Eka ho bi pa antina oje Ahohoɔ no. Na ya taiti assembi Asante nkai. Oti Asante nkai na se obi nkai a ekyere say nipa no wo ye boni aye for sebi.
Yes.
Na so Asante nkai we no enkyere say Asante ye boni aye. I say Asante eje obeka ne ho wi a onkyere wase. Senya wotie bia o ye ne de. Enti so hwe senya opem so oboni chirinko na nana no ba bi o mu free bia ono o mote ya bia no na ne je o mo senya o mote.
And it is true when you come to the traditional setting of Mensia, we have the tribal leaders or tribal heads from the various communities also incorporated deeply into the various divisions of Mensia settings. When we say the divisions of Fekuo, Mabana will take you through traditionally, but it is akin to modern day military setting. You have the wing, the various wings, that is how we call it. We have the country, that is the war wing, that is headed by the Bantu Mahine. We also have the Nifa, that is headed by, I think it's Mampohine. Then we also the left division, all those are parts, and they are akin to today's modern governance of the leaders are now like we have the ministers of state.
Okay.
Yeah, the ministers of state, we have categories, but those are known as the cabinet ministers, like the Amahine. They are always closer to the Asante, and they share with him secrets, and then they also partake in decision-making processes of Asante man.
So we have Asante man ya kwado. Omonia manyina te se asrafo ana se asojafo. Enti enya wanwa se omo ofekutire ahodo nso wo ho a omode nananom bi atoto ano ene se ne obia si ye ne bibia ye ohwe bambo ehun nsem so ono wo ho obia woni dwuma odi edeboa no edeboa ne ho ba ma ne ho bambo ewie peye eno nti saa na Asante ebibia etie omo te se asojafo pepepepepepe saa na hyehyɛ no che.
The king appears so excited about what he's observing from the background at the Ministerial Palace. I must remind you that you are coming to live from Jabrim within the Ministerial Palace here in the Ashanti regional capital of Kumasi. I must also make reference to the fact that Asante Otumfuo Osei Tutu the first of Pimswo led a war that liberated the Asantes from the claws of Denchira. Then Denchira Hine Nana Buamponsem. That was in 1701, and from then Asante became a group that had been brought together purposely, a confederate for war, and hence the name Osantifo. That is people brought together purposely because of war.
Kaneno na Asante obia tene baby na omonka omhumomu. Sabre no so na omo nyina hye Denchira ase. Na ekwan na Denchira edo omo fa so na ahomete. Wachi omo nyina enkoa ne mfena. ɛwɔ bro mo ya de show enti ebere bi ɛna ɔmo de adwene ba ayɛ sɛ adan de nyina yɛn ka yɛ ho mu na yɛn konye yɛ ho infidence ansɛm ɛna ɔpem so odi kan so na adanfo pa no konfa no kye ɔne ne susu ho no ɛna ɔse ɛne monkɔ na sɛ ne tie bia no nkunimdie ɛbɛba no kwasɛm ɛniɛma a ɔmo fa mu amane a ɔmo yɛyɛ ansa na ɔmo timi edi denkyerɛso na nya asɛm ketewa nanso ne gisɛm ne sɛ ɔmo etimi edi denkyerɛso ɛgye wɔn ho ɛnumu ɛna de saa din asante ne baayɛ ahyase na ɔmo ka ɔmo bom deɛ na yɛ ɛsanti denkyerɛnti na ɔmo ka ɔmo bom ɛna ebenya ɛsantifoɔ ɛna asa wodo ɛsa woka ne dudu bom ayɛ asa ɛna abɛyɛ asantefoɔ ɛno na de edin asantefoɔ no ɛbaayɛ.
Thank you, Mabna. As we continue with our live coverage of the Ahohoɔ Edda or Durbar of the various non-Asante communities here in the Ashanti region, we want you to be aware that you are live on Ghana television and we are streaming also live on Facebook. You can access whatever we are doing here and we hope you are sharing in the joy and excitement of the occasion. Today is one of the various activities that have been earmarked to commemorate the Silver Jubilee celebration of the installment of the 16th occupant of the Golden Stool, Otumfuo Osei Tutu Abebio. That is how I prefer to call him. Otherwise known as Otumfuo Osei Tutu II. Previously they used to call them, the first would be Penny, like Opemso Osei Tutu Penny. But he was also known as Otumfuo Osei Tutu I. Good. Now we have Abebio or the second. So any of the two, they can alternate and they will mean virtually the same thing. Mabna.
And then mienu and ekoso. Ahohoɔ da any Awukudae. Zawoka afadia noa. Epempi yete Awukudae akwaside so dabone. Nananom kyerɛ sɛ enya dabone. Dapa. Nigye da. Wohwɛ afadia noa. Sɛ obɛhye fufuo anase obɛyɛ sika. Dabone deɛ untimi enye sika anaso untimi nye fufu ene ka kuntunkuri na ka obefra enti Awukudae anya dabone na emom da nananom ate asefo ene nananom a ekɔ akura ya nananom kyerɛ sɛ ɔmada ena edi nkomo ɔmo se nananom ekɔ akura no esa so mabɛyɛ ahohom nti na twedi ampɔkwa ame yɛ hohom nti ɔmo bɛn twedi ampɔkwa ame kyɛn yɛ ate asefo enti Awukudae no nananom ate asefo kɔ nananom a ada no nkyɛn no mo de yebisa de akoto omanim no omada omase ne panso so a omaya amaye enti anopai no opem so wakɔ akonya de maba yes ananu mahemfu ni nyina obi aye ne de obi ayi abaye se ne sese woyie omada nananu ma adeda no ase ɛna ade foforo omo penso so no omo de ato omanim a omo hwɛ se nananu bɛ amaye
yo today is a I've described it as the double barrel gun. Today is a two events packed together. A traditional or sacred day we call Awukudae or Kudapeku. The two mean the same thing. And then it's also a day we have brought together the various tribal communities here in the Ashanti region to also share in the glory of the instruments of the Asante Hene. And that's exactly what Mabna explained to you. On such an occasion, Awukudae or Kudapeku, the chiefs, they go to the stool room and to speak to the ancestors or the gods and to share in their to tell them what we expect of them from our creator and to also help us those living to get all that we want. Now we still have some of the chiefs coming to pay homage to the Asante. That's there you go with the president of the National House of Chiefs, Ahohoɔ, being led by the Minister for Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs. They are going to shake hands with Asante Hene Otumfuo Osei and pay homage to him on this grand occasion. There they move in the retinue.
Ohene a ɔte adwamma dwumadie ene day sɛ bianwa so hene ɔgye Ahohoɔ Yawgyebi ɔno na yehu sɛ ɔkɔ no na ɔsoafo a ɔhwɛ ahensɛm so ɛna na edi nanim no ɔsoafo Honorable Stephen Asamoah Boateng ɛbra so sɛ ɔmo so ɛkɔkyea ɔpemsoɔ sɛnea amammerɛ ɛteɛ pɛpɛɛpɛ nti ɔmo na yehu ɔmo sɛ wɔmo kɔ no na kwadwo mebisa sɛ obiara na kyea ɔpemsoɔ ensɛm na embanifo ya no say another idea enka ohini benya ko bechia obia nsem nanso wo hwa dom e wa ha no a entimi e maso sa ha nti ebinom de ombekwa akochia ne nsem ebinom so so mbebo omumu ase na omoko.
That account for when and why when we saw him in the earlier shot he was nodding and smiling. Those were the people who were paying homage, bowing before him, and he was acknowledging. Now, as you see him, when he nods the head and smiles, it means he's acknowledging people bowing before him and acknowledging him. Yes. Today is the 24th of April, instrument month for Otumfuo Osei the second. Before today, quite a number of activities had been held to herald this 24th anniversary of the Otumfuo. It began with a series of lectures to mark the Sagrenti 150 years of the Sagrenti War. Quite a number of learned people, including a professor from the US, came all the way to give a lecture about the history of Asantes and how the Sagrenti War came about. Then also it was followed with some other activities. We had the inauguration of the Jubilee Hall here at the Ministerial Palace. And to me, it is one of the magnificent and monumental legacies of the Asantehene Otumfuo Osei within the 25 years of his reign. If you had the opportunity of coming here closer to see the nature and an imposing stature of this Jubilee Hall, you wouldn't you wouldn't blame me for that description of that monument he has established as a befitting legacy of his 25 reign as a chief. Mabna.
Kwajo meda se emfishia adionunum afidi dai juma hodo pi na yedi kan ba ko a edi mu akotene pa na da bia eye manigi se mani hunu bie eye Sagrenti entokwa ekọ be se emfishia oha adionum nie na ye nwo ye na so ehun fa bi.
Sorry, that was the president of the National House of Chiefs shaking hands, exchanging pleasantries with Otumfuo Osei in the shot. Yes, that is the shot. Yeah, that is it.
Savianwa so ehene oje ahohoɔ ya ojebi enana echia opemso no ono na tie dwam ema enne dwumadie nyina.
And that in your shot is the Vice President of the House of Chiefs, National House of Chiefs, also exchanging pleasantries with the Asantehene.
National House of Chiefs, Tisha Nyabedi Eche, Ononso na akochia opemso a wadan ani a wokɔ no wafa ne ho pa. And
they are all looking splendid.
Omo ho ayefe pa. Kwajo Sagrenti ntokwa. Eye Asante ntam kese. Kwasi broni hu se Asante ani eden. Na kwa okukwa achiri na oje nsase ene nyama pi eka ne ho na ne bre ohun sa anhwe yi a ono na ho ode ne bekọ fom ti sa na te de a ene ma onto nhye Asante so no kwasem entokwa ne fu Asante mu wa mu si Asante achi na omo ya Asante femfram na omo se sa ya japade nyina akoi ade a nananom boaye ya omo nsa aka aye sikadwa eno sikadwa ya Asante sunsun ti sa nka omo fa ko ade a ene me nyini se ka Asante betima so nanso nanano madaroma ene twedwa mpokwa me adaroma nti omo nsa nka sikadwa nanso so Asante ahemfie nyina omo hye no omo hye bibia se nka Asante enso yibiem nanso ese sikadwa te ase Asante te ase nti Asante etumi asa aso yibiem enumu ena opemso ebedi finhia ohaduonum no wone abrofo no kokasa ya ye niam omo sesa koye no ebi na naano wo mo edeba ya ye nyina yani ehunu bie omo se ebi de enko biem na ebi de besan yakọ kodwo ho na mente ase
Mabra, you may not appreciate that negotiation, but it has become just like Asante. Anytime we had a war or battle and conquered whoever we encountered, we brought Asadie as has been told. Just like we were making reference to what we are seeing in the shot beneath the Asantehene, the Jata. Yes, when we went to the battle, anytime we conquered a group of people, all that value was for value to them. we brought them here, including their people, to serve as slaves. And so it is when the British defeated the Asantes, they took away. Now you have in your shot the Minister for Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, the President of the National House of Chiefs, and their entourage going back to take their seats at the podium. Yes.
All right,
and so, as you indicated, so it should not come to you as a worry, because all that Asantes brought from war after victories, they are now belonging to Asante. So it is the case elsewhere. When they also defeat you, all that they take away from you becomes theirs. It is now it's gratifying that the Asantehene and the lieutenants have been able to negotiate for some of these items to be brought back permanently, but the others too that have been loaned to us for a minimum of 3 years and a maximum of 6 years. Then they will come and take them away. It was part of the negotiations. In our parliament, we also have something like Otumfo Tumiwa or so it is in battle. Good. Mabra, that war, in my view, I always summarize it to mean as a hikun. Asante ko a hikun. And when so the anonso be say when in our hoso no mabeto I say the people, it was a battle that has been occasioned by some indigents of our land who had gone to say gossip about the Asantes because of their prowess in battles, gossip about the Asantes, and to also seek some favors from the British for protection in war and battle against the Asantes. So all this culminated in that battle that badly defeated the Asantes, leading to the loss of many lives and some properties from the land of Asante.
Asama akwadwo okay nipa ba ko a odi Asante abro Asante time emonidi eyo tua kwame tua na yi Asante.
That was the modern day Judas.
Aye kwame tua na yi Asante maye ono na de Asante hu nsem nyina ekoma abrofo no ene mo hu ebre sese omo ba omo besi achi a omo betimi awi Asante eno enti so no obi di nkomo no ka se menya wo ho kwame tua
It means you are becoming a betrayer.
Aye.
You are backstabbing.
Aye.
Good. So that was Kwame Tua. So ahead of the climax of the celebration on Friday, we also have a night of music tomorrow at the Jubilee Park. Then in the midst of it, we are going to have fireworks, display of fireworks, all commemorating or marking the 25 years of the instrument of Otumfo Osetu. Beyond that, we are also going to have on Friday we are going to have a Thanksgiving church service. I'm sure it's going to be at the Jubilee Hall here at the Ministerial Palace. The churches have been invited and they are going to organize a Thanksgiving service for the Asantehene for the 25 years he's been on the stool.
Adia ba kwa manage ho yanwom na ya me de se nyame bo ochina dwom to dwumadie e be koso na e kai me watie Tamale youth kwa enwom na omotoma.
I watched the proceedings live on GTV. I watched it. They were splendid.
Yeah, osai enwom no osai ba.
And those who performed it and you know the obetro
na sa obetro ama na ye
de no. So the choral group of Tamale, we have dignitaries here at the Ministerial Palace going to pay homage to the Asantehene Otumfo Osetu, 25 years of his reign as the 16th occupant of the Golden Stool. The Golden Stool was commandeered from the skies by the priests of Komfanochi, who accompanied the founding father or founding king of Asante Nation, Opimso Osetu the first from Denchira.
Asante eka womo ahubo mu no na akohia se omunya ohene ba ko na beda omunyina no a na akonwa beso ache omunyina na afei omunyina de nidi ama no na obi a ensore entia no omo nyina so oma konkoden ebe ye dan na yatumi aka se we nko ebia na obi ape enti konfa no che ne nyansan mu e na ose ene ono de sa amane de ofa no kwa obekram ama sikadwa efri wie maba ne ba ahemfu ne nyina abodwa wo ebeba besi wo na so no wo na nananom ayi wo se wo na wo beda ahemfu ne nyina ano na okram ya sikadwa pie efri wie ma eba no opem so osei tutu ya odi kan ono ne na so ene besi ye eno nti ene wo yi wo no se wona wo mu nyina ano a ono ne sante nyina odi kan a sabre no odi edom no anim.
That was it a prelude to or after the battle of Fiyase? We'll have to find out.
Yeah.
We are going to have a historian, teacher Tafa Kantanka, to help us understand some of the activities taking place, the clubs, the gestures exhibited by the dancers. All those have significance and they have historical and cultural meanings for which you must also be aware. So next time when you meet any of these things anywhere, you wouldn't make a mistake of knowing exactly what they signify.
And yama ekoso wa hanyina ebia ewo nia eche na enche yensa beka onimdifo baako ewo asante abakosem na wabeboa akyerɛkyerɛ nia ekoso nimu e de akyerɛmo asa ahodo ni nyina obekyerɛkyerɛ mu na afa yatumi ate nia ekoso no asiye.
Ebema nyina akwaba
Suase poku ajiman otosom yensa ono na ebegyina opemso anamu ama obi akwaba
se tutu a otosom ye oje Ahohoɔ ya ojebi a otosom ye no sewi anwea so hene ono ala ene saye president National House of Chiefs na Pole Kabo a otosom yensa Laura na ono ansusu ene vice president National House of Chiefs Honorable Stephen Asamoah Boateng a ohwe nananom ahensam ene esum ahodo enyina soafo no ono suso wa nananom atitru amowa asei otumfo nananom ene dasonkun o ma yeto ensa frɛ mu sɛ Awukudae onemo eba bedin ene eye Awukudae na Awukudae we die eye Awukudae sonkun ne sonkun ne sɛ ebi nsida sɛ edi Awukudae esi ne de ye yesi ho sɛ Awukudae eye ahohoa efiri titititititi wọ́n bẹ̀tẹ̀ santima mu ase no ababeduru omu nananom so mu ase no otumfo se yenhia omu nyina na one omu eni Awukudae no ne nyina ne se tie no moti no ye ne tene papam omo som santehene yetine asumdwe mu odomu nukure edu ba bi kura no a omo koma santehene na se ene odi emfie aduonunum wo akonwa so no ye nhyehyɛ a na oso okai wo mu na omo ba na ohyira wo mu no kureni asetra pa ono muti no na wonti no ahyemu kina se da bia ka no santene o kyikyiri na santeman no sebe na santefo nko an o de kyikyiri ye Ahohoɔ so kan bi na o kyikyiri asanteman no eno nti na behuna sa asantimu ase titru kumase Ahohoɔ no bro no a omudi ni atoso ohunu bi wo ba biara bi ne Anunaga Mosisongo Fantinu Town Anguram Fantinu Town Accra Town Empo yewa Atenga Junction enyina wa ha no kreni omunye sebe Ahohoɔ Africa na ase nko a awo ni brief Burkina Faso hone ebifri ba dodo no ɛyɛ Mosifo ebi firi Niger Mali wɔn dodo no ɛyɛ Fulani ebi efi Togo Benin ɛna Nigeria so Hausa Igbo for Yoruba wɔn nyinaa bɛtena fi tete ɛbɛdu saa mmiri wɔn na wɔn te sese wɔn asese a wɔn aba ha yehu deɛ ehuni ɛyɛ wɔn nananom ɛna bɛtena ha aba abɛduru wɔn so nti ɛna wɔn atena ne yie akyɛre papa ɛno nti no sɛ yɛbɛhunu mɛ wɔ ase no nti no mefa saa kwanya yi so na mabobɔ wɔn a wɔn bɛtwerɛ wɔn din aya sɛbi ahohoɔ no a wɔn bɛtwerɛ wɔn din sɛ ampa wɔn ne yɛwura ɛba bɛdi Awukudae anlo anase anwura wɔn wɔ ase banda community ɛwɔ ha bagu ɛwɔ ha ase bari ɛwɔ ha basare ɛwɔ ha bimoba ɛwɔ ha bisa wɔn wɔ ha busa buzu chala wɔn nso ɛwɔ ha ase chamba chelinga chokosi dagomba dawadawa ɛne ɛwɛ wɔn nso wɔ ha ase fanti wɔ ha frafra Fulani ɛwɔ ha ase Grusi Sahara community wɔn wɔ ha Gonja Hausa Igbo Kado Kantoshi Konkoma Kotokori Kusase Kasina Nankane community ɛwɔ ha ase Kodogo ɛwɔ ha Kwawu ɛwɔ ha ase Mampurusi community wɔ ha Moshi Nzema Nufawa Songhai ɛnso wɔ ha ase Suma Tuba Wala Wangara Yadega Yanga Yoruba Ena Zamrama Omo nyinara etwere omu dina yenu omu ena wase a omaba si eni ewura eba bedi Awukudae enu nti no me gina ewura santehene anamu na mede akwa aba kese ama mu nyina otumfo ne nanan mo afro ama mu nyina mo baaye no ama akwa aba otumfo osie tutu otoso mienu oma mu nyina akwa aba edemase.
Yes, you heard the chief linguist of the Asantehene or Achiamehene in Suasi Pokuajiman, the third, giving the official welcome of the Asantehene to the many people, traditional leaders who have already gathered here at the Ministerial Palace, Durbar specifically, and is acknowledging their presence and giving some appreciation for their presence. He seems to be continuing and want to hear him.
Na man otoso miensa ena yate se ana yehu se okasa no amamre kwan so wabema obia akwaba na wada ahohoɔ eba ye nyina ase ebi fura chichi ene benche ena aba kamia ye se kasa hodo ni nyina bi ɛwɔ ha sei na ɔkaka ho se etombre bi mpo a ɛya na ɔmo pɛ ɔmo koma ɔhene mekai ebre bi ohini bi ekeka nsem bi a ema asante ene breye na yenyina ye ba benhia ha bi ye ba ye no yenuanom a efi esrem na wo mani abre pa wo mokura di kan wa ha omo se opemso ema omo kwan na nka omo ankasa kura nkɔkye ohene no emfa ne mra nti ekire akoma pa ya omo wo ma asante ene opemso.
We still have some pictures from Ministerial Durbar from the occasion of Ahohoɔ Durbar, or the occasion where all tribal groupings within Asante have come to pay their homage to the Asantehene Otumfuo said to as part of activities commemorating his 25 years as the 16th occupant of the Golden Stool. Now, as I indicated earlier, we have with us here at the commentary section a historian, and a good one at that, from the Ministerial Palace. We normally call him Teacher Safo Kantanka. Teacher, You are welcome.
Thank you very much.
For some time, we are going to hold you, not hostage, but to want to keep you here to help us understand some of the issues and some of the pictures we are going to see on our screens live on Ghana Television of the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. Teacher, Awukudae chere mu kakra.
Yo, kase Awukudae kase bia yeti wo mpai ade. Ade nso ena. So bia ada. Ana baby a yeda. Ena no na akura faso na akoye ade. Se adaye baby a yeda. Na ho anom na ada ye nananom a onom adi kan e wo asama e je omo atwa omani ahwedan omo na yesusu se omo nwuye yemom enna na omo ada sa nananom ya yesusu se omo ada yi onom na omo wo hona omo ni omo honam mu ya na ye wo ye honam mu omo de omo wo sunsum mu nso na nyame wo nyankopon so wo sunsum mu de a ye pese ye de yasam tu nyame animu a esese ye de fa onum a omo so wo honhom enu nti eduru mre bi a na ye koba bi a ya de da nananom no bi a sebe ye sie wo.
Teacher, there were some pictures I had wanted to let us know who they were, but we have gone back to okay, so you can continue.
Nti sa nananom ye ko ba bi a omo ye de ya omo ada no na ye de yasam akoto omo anim ya dwene nyina ne se omo no ben Nyankopon chen nti ye nkomo no ana ye nkita hodie no bedu nyame animu ntem eno no ade no ye no ukuada na ye no kwasiada na nye kwasiada bia eda ye beye kwasiada ade no kise eda makomako aduanan ba
40 days
sana ya sa ye kwasi ye ukuda nso a eno nso gise ena aduanan eba ema no kosi ukuada na ena eda ukuda no ne akwasida no ntem no eye ena makomako aduonu miensa
23 days between the akwasida and the ukuda.
Nti eda ye ena ye dia ukuda yi le ade fofora wo ye nimu eye akwasida nti ebe kan kwasiada makomako miensa na akwasida na ba na yedi akwasida nso abeka ukuada makomako miensa yetoso miensa na ukuda no nso aba.
Teacher, I will be taking you through English whilst my colleagues have not entered. Will be taking you, will be forcing you, so to speak Chi, because we want everybody to very well appreciate what we say and what we communicate to them here from the Ministerial Palace. Now, he has been explaining to us what Awukudae is all about. Earlier, Abena gave us some explanation as Akwaside. There you have in your midst, your short Asante, the man because of whom we have all gathered and we are transmitting live from you from Kumasi here in the Ashanti region. We still have the arrival some of the leaders or heads of the communities here in the Ashanti region. Mabna uwo bibi bisa na nsanma bibisa no ensem ene wo mo ahoho a ye no mo te Kumasi ha enso eho asem.
Teacher Safu Kantanka mebese me bisa se nananom konkonya demo a amane o mo ye no bi ye den
Ngonya de emse sabe anyado ubusa nananom himfo kra anya de a ombeka mu asa na emom de wo mu ane se eho eye bia kronkron a ye frɛ nananom a wo mo kɔ mo nsama nkyire no emom be pie ho ebe taye chi ewo nema bia ye pese ye yemu na emom ade titiri wo a ye ne ho de anya de a ombebo am ana omo angasa no kra no ne obi a ne ma no kɔ ho nananom a ekɔ ho eye ohene ena ohima ena yi achiame di titiri achiame hene ne nkonwa soafo hene so wo ye odehye kra onko obi odehye nko obi enkonwa sofo ya omo edi tintimai ewo nkonwa mu no te se kontre akomu benkum ni no senti a omo nko obi ene sei eno ma esi wo ho no eye niema eni kwa se babonte eno nti no omo nko obi.
Can we in modern day or in realms of Christianity, can we liken the storehouse to that of the holiest of holy places in the Bible, where only the prophets were allowed to enter and to make sacrifices on behalf of the people to God?
Mejidi say betimi aye ne sa teacher safu ya no mai
yo meji say sa pepepe sebenya do eye asorefo ana se Bible ana Islam omu nyina wo bia kronkron a omu ko gina ebo omu pa ya na omu di afahye bi ade na nka asore dem ho anka sakra omu nya no ho asore dem na nka se mu kra ya sa chem ta je se ba bi wo ho no mu a wasofo pani nya sofo bia ambo sofo pani pa na otimi ko ho sa nso na yesu ye de no etie
Abraham can you continue?
nananom ache bio nso se omo ma de hye nkoho esanse okoho a obekwa akohunu enkonya tuntum na ewo ho no edin a ewo wo ho nananom na ekwa no na bia ba ko bia ne de no de atu ni tim ti se daachi bia no se obedi ade a omma kwan ma nananom sunsum mbongura no ma ompa odin no na ne die na ebre bi onya akwa akọ ho no a okohu ye no a obonso de aba ose no eba sa esanse nya nananom na edi sa di ni ma wo nti no nananom nte wo ne.
So does it mean it becomes like an impersonation?
Na be impersonation.
Can it be likened to that?
Yo enoma hodo pi na emma adehye yemma wo mo kwa ma wo nko tie eho na okohu nkonwa no ya o ma omra nso kura na o pese o hina o hokura no o pam no na o nya kwan ekoho na enkonwa no de sabe edin a obefa de o mu nyina nim se de no efise wo ye odehye kura o nko da no na o nko ho na yeda na yede ko ho ma ko fadi nti o nko ho wo fa udin a o ne ohima abusuapani eni fie ho mrewa no na beka mutira pam ho na mosusu edin a wope se wo de ofa se wo be ye ohina enti ya na nkrofo bi susu se ye de obi ebedi ohina ye de no konkonwa dem ne akata nani
ni achichire nani
na akonwa a obeso mu no na ye de edin na entimi nyasa nkyere se ye nyina ye nim se asante nkonwa ye nim bibia akra ye fan se hwan na di ka ba ye osante yene opemso o se tutu na di ka ba ye.
What we are seeing, the gestures Otumfuo is exhibiting, indicate that there's somebody, people are bowing before him without going to exchange, but there's somebody in particular who wanted to bow and go, but he wants the person to come closer and exchange pleasantries with him. And that's exactly what you are seeing in your picture. Teacher, I think you can continue.
Yo, and say, yeah, nyane sa chire se. Osandene ose tutu a odi ka ba the odi na chino no de sai na fra no pokuare enti sanke yakata pokuare ni a nka konwa be na obesom
opemso de na obesom
nko be de opemso a otosom yenu yakata de otosom yansa ani a ono so de na obesom enti nka konwa dunsia ni nyina be de ose tutu we kira wo se enye no korese ya de obi ko ekokata nani e ma no ko so bibim ya to so biem ne se o ye odehia onkonkonwa dem nti mraba na de ko ma ko so akonwam ansa na wo bedi ohene eno nso so enti ebiem wo bedi akonwa no so a wo besai no ya busa se din be na wo pe obi wo kro de ono ani din kwakuma nsa na o de edi akonwa.
If for nothing at all those names that preceded him were names of human beings, so it means somebody can also come and use his or her name like Kwajosu, then you become the first.
Ebio ohena cha akonwa so kro timi sisane din aha enti ye nyina ye hu se osante ne prempe a odikan na wode kwakudua otoso miansa enso ekodwa chire no de prempe agema prempe enti ngo koso akonwa bi mu anke be mana sisa ye mana nsisa ne din ndi enso akonwa bi ye mu wo di na wo pe na wo di wakonwa
eno tina cha se Canadian na ye nim no say ye do mo konkonwa dem na ya kata omani akonwa abesom nya didi na to no abakɔsɛm mu paa no kwasɛm nya sa nete
akrachifo ya kumfu dumfo ena obi akɔtwerɛ wɔ nkɔraa bi nwoma mu ena nkɔraa ɛte sukuu dam na ɔmo sua ti wo ya bia wo bɛkɔ sukuu bia no wo sua asade wonim no kora na wantwerɛ ya tikyafoɔ no pa wati endi akɔsɛ ɛno na obi a sua bɛpemende ti gise ye ni bere na ye sesa no ansa na asesa.
Mabra, do you have any questions? Any more questions?
Dodo na adwene ye won se Awukudae eye dabone eye abosomne eye no kre.
Yo enye edanu a ede bone asoso. Enye dabone. Ye wo enanu bebre yama no edin soronko. Ye wo fodwo ye sijuada. Ye wo dapa ebnada ye wo ku dapa ku eye wukuada. Ye wo eno ekwa adaduana na asabesi na sadai eye enasronko nti ye duru obi a se ye bone da foforo nti da bone ye no a ye bone da foforo enna akora faso akoye se da bone enye da bone da papa ehunya nti etoso biem sa na no a ye fra no da bone ye no eduru ho a nananom hwe ne ye pa ya chese wo di nsemuhunu bia eda no asotwe ade ba ma obe kese ntina ya se ya ka kire se sa adam hwe ni ye na eda bone.
Mabra, do you know one thing about these sacred days is that in some areas, especially the rural areas, there are certain restrictions of in access to certain places like water bodies. There are certain water bodies. There are certain days people are not allowed to enter. Certain bushes, people are not allowed to go there. Teacher, is there any historical antecedent or meaning or relevance to some of these things?
So the woman say, "Nana mo nhihye ye mu no, o mo hunu say, eda bi wo ho a se saada no eye eda soronko." Na sa da soronko no so ye de boaye ho ama nananom ya omo atwa omo ni ahwe ban no ana omo afiri mu no wo no sunsum abekan ye ho na nti e prapra kwam nti efuom kra no ye nkɔ ne akoye dede ama nananom oba sebe ye de dede bi akohia omo kwa nti sa edu da no a ye fra no da bɔne ye no a saa da no ye nkɔ nsuo bi ye mu ye nkɔ afuom ye nkɔ ba bia ye tena fie esiesie ye ho esan siesie bia no ayete no ere twen nananom broni kasa mu no yesi holy say holy dia yenya ye ho no ese yete ye ho ese te bia no ayete no also yete ho,
so it becomes a sacred day.
Yes, okay.
Mabra, do you have any more?
Me ba se misano so na hwe emfoni no a insuase poku agiman otumfo achi amehene okaka ho se wo bechia na wa ye bia pese oyo pemso ana wo de aka ho ba hu se santene bi edikan a omukutakuta ne ma ahodo a omode kwayo pemso aye.
What we are now seeing is the Fanti community.
Yeah.
The Fanti community going to pay their homage to their Santihine. And closely following, I think I'm seeing the Ever group, if I'm not mistaken. I think yes. You mentioned a word or described something. Aye in English, that's the gift. A gift for the Otum for on such an occasion. If you are coming and you have anything, any gift for him, it's allowed. You present it to him.
Right.
Teacher, before Mabna comes in again, yes, so these are some of the gifts from the various communities. The Ever community, they are coming with all these gifts. That is peculiar or predominant with their areas. Onion and then salt. I think I saw salt.
Yeah.
Yes, these are what they have brought to the king on this occasion.
Yenuanum awunafo na atu santi na omokochia opemso no na omo pese omo ye na ye enti yehu se ema bi sujene ya enchene enso eka ho je se de wo watena ye no eno na wo de beba abaye na ye na ade ofufo bia anso beka ho a na wo de aka ho.
Teacher, Can you take us through, if you have an idea about the history of these tribal groupings here in Kumasi? We know some of them have even encircled the Ministerial Palace. That under normal circumstances are supposed to be for the indigenes, but these groups have encircled Otumfuo, and they are playing, I guess, a key role. Yeah, now you see the Fantic group. That is peculiar. Yes, they are going to, they are exchanging pleasantries with the Otumfuo, and he's excited to see some of these people coming closer to him, and he's welcoming them just like you do to any other group of people from anywhere in the country.
Yo, the woman say, "Sir, ekubia uhunu wahabia omuwo omwangasa dino." Asante na se ono de obia ka ho bi eno nti asante ewo emra kunini eka omo emra ho se ye nkyere obia ase obia ka ho ne senti oba na afe ne waba se yehu ibofo wa hai mo aba na mo ka mo ho abom na mo te ba bia mo ba mo pani na odi ka no odi mo ani mo no ne ye de na koka osande yene ekuo ya watete no edumienu fekuo ya friend fekuo yeah fe e kire se unse kanka sabi sanya wa fe ne me eye se enti fekuo e kire se ya ikuo na fekuo bia no ye wo de oda no friend se fekutre na sa fekutre no at se class prefect enti wone mo awo fekuo no bia mo nyina mo ye pe obi anche obi na mom
have a leader
sa leader no class prefect eno nso nche se obi chen mo nyina mo pe na mom ani die bia se o de ma no de se o de ma mo nyina mo ntimi nko kasa mom enti e ba na eyi ono se mo nyina mo nkodwene ho na asam na de ono na mo mfansi ne so na o memeka.
Then take us through briefly these divisions or the fekuo ahodo.
Yo wo fekuo ahodo bese dumienu sa dumienu no ya de free country fekuo na yaba akwam na nifa na adonten na fe benkum na ekọ ohene no a odi ade no na busua eno so fekuo ba ko ndi wo Kumasi a oyoko yekọ mampon a bretu yekọ
mampon. You are getting into my paramountcy.
Yekọ asumnya aduana nti saa we no no se ukọ mampon a ohene no ebusua no ne fekuo bretu saa bi na wo Kumasi ti Kumasi de oyoko fekuo oyoko na fe ne yekọ chidom ene ne majase chidom ne yekọ jase yase no ngrofo foforo ahihiem jase no ankasa ho ena nkobia ho e kan jase ho
nkobia
na
manwere ena nkoso sanko omo nyina ya independent fekuo na enso omo san collaborate with jase no enti ohene ba ayimfuru nyina baba betrase mo wo jase no ene mo ne jase ahwebo mo no mo betwan ohene na mo de naba enti kontre ne akwam ne benkum ne nifa de ohene mra na mo trase dada enti jase fo na kofa no na mo de naba enti ohene ba ne ho dom bebre setie no.
Okay, at another time, once the celebration has not ended, we will have time to go into detail what each of these divisions actually does in the affairs of Asante or Asante man. Mabra, if you have anything.
Teacher Kantanka, you who Infante for say be omo afashe bi omudi. Be awoko dagoma for omo die bi omudi. Asante yan ye de.
Yo Asante enye o man baako. Ndi entimi nya ayi afashe baako. Ndi wokọ mawu a o man baako. O di papa afashe. Wokọ ayi asumnya odi ayi munufie. Wokọ Oya obia woni dia odi efiso obia da ne man.
Before they became Asante, they were independent of each other.
Samre nyina so omo ye independent saa nti ye friends of federation nti federal state bia no wo ye wa wo de nti ye ni bia ka bom ba ko de ye wa ye nyina ye friend dwira ye twa dwira saa dwira no a ye twa no ne ye asante ni nyina ba hia kumase ne ehye osante na se ema omudi na no pa ho a adenom ne ade de obi a ye ne de agise bia osante ne ayi ade ne ba ko asi ho ye friend ade kese eno ye afi bia ba ko ade no wo mu Awukudae wo mu enkono ena akwaside wo mu nkono na ade no a edi kan ya akwaside no etimi yi de edi kan no ya na ade kese ena etimi yi de twato na ya na ade kese eno pa ho a osante ne eye bibia esombo a otimi yi bi firi ba bia eye na ade kese eno no ye ade bia be kase kese no asante ni nyina ba ebebom eye ena odwira de edu ho a ene sante ni nyina na eye nti obi kase asante eni afahye ba ko a na akore ye wo odwira ya odwira no senti a wonhu no da bia no ene se emre bi na dwira no ye twa tete ho no na je se enipa bia ye bua wo mukumfo se ye yi wo mu fra asase so o mo bone a ma ye nti no saa odwira mre no nana no eyi wo mu firi ho ne senti emra asante beka abrofo kuo no ho no na jire se ese edi abrofo mra so ena o mo ye se yenyai saa odwira no twa esa nipa kuma ne wo mu nana asante so nipa okun wo mo nyese onam ho ana ya be che oni ekokun eye wo a wodi bone a ye se twen na emom eduru dwira so a na ya be fa akọ.
In modern day, when you have been sentenced to death, that's the Ojura will be the firing squad date.
Na no so no kra no ote ho na dwira nuru ho na wosesa om de ho chew so nti Ojura no mra so na ohene so esan ye na amnesty
teacher nyame bo afie di animi nananom kire se ye betwa dwira se no be betwa ne sen abefo kwan so saa nipakum no ebefiri mu ya be ne sen
nipakum de efiri mu ache ene se osande yene raba odika peso ya de no ko Seychelles no ono ne penso ena saa de no efiri ho ema biem ena nya asante nko ena na sabia nyado odi nipa yi musuo abrofo akanfo oman bia ayigbefo ayi obia ni hono ma owo abibimamu ana onye saa de ne bi enti e ma no nkoye se asante ena na eye na obia ye bi na emom obeka abrofo kuo no ho a na abrofo no nso no omo ye bi o ana omo ejaye anka den na ye ka se Abraham omfa ne ba Isaac engwa ba for dia ampa ngode no kwa ya ye ka sa fe di odwa bi wo ba bi omfa no ngoye na omo ye ndimo me ha ni se asantefo ena na ye na obia ye bi obia ne mra ojaye ne de asantefo ne jai twa to enu nti na omo din bata ho
enze se no ye ne sen yankasa
obia ne wono ma emra oman mra ena edi so hene bia wo oman mu bia wodi Ghana mra so Ghana mra kire se untimi enkofa enipa emfa ne nyimusuo
enze se no ye be yimusuo a ye de moa na be
moa ti se odwan na ye de ne.
Teacher, let's get back to their backgrounds. Now we are seeing a shot of the Asantehene gracefully seated, splendid in his traditional apparel. Can you take us through what is on him? What is adorning him?
Yo, yenyina ye hu se ye de free form a ne nan esisi sebo jata so. Ana ne ntoma nso a wafira no e fra na akuni ne ntoma. E ga so obi akuni na che se obi a odi mu na akuni ne ntoma no so obi a wo se de esi ye ne de o sande ne ntoma untimi nko ye bi emfamfira. Ene se kane titi wono de nanka wo ye o sande ne ntoma bi fra kra no a wanyamane amane a wanya no ano ɔden ase yɛmfa ho nkyɛw ɛnɛ deɛ ne senti ɔsantehene wɔ ɔhene bi a yɛfrɛ no wardrobe chief ɛdan ntoma ma ɛna ɔhene ɛda no ɔhene a ɔhwɛ ɔsantehene ntoma soɔ no yɛfrɛ no abrasehene ɔno a korɔ no ana ofra ntoma ɛma santehene wɔ mmerɛ a ɔbɛyi ntoma de abɛfra santehene no ɔbɛyɛ ɔde ne scouts ɛbɛ ne nam hɔ.
So we are coming to you live from Dublin here at the seat of Asantehene at the Ministerial Palace in Kumasi, the Ashanti regional capital, and the occasion is Ahohoɔ Durbar. That's a day set aside for the various tribal groupings here in Kumasi to also come and pay homage to the Asantehene on this grand occasion of the 25th anniversary, commemorating him as the 16th occupant of the Golden Stool or Asantehene. And so here we are coming to you live on Ghana Television, the station of the nation of the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. And here in commentary position, we are with one of the greatest historians of our time and located at the Ministerial Palace. We call him Teacher Safo Kantanka. He was making a point before I took over. Teacher, you can continue.
The woman said, Sir Abnasehene Sumane Nkoda, and I am Funkuma or Mashanase, Samon Koshe Eganum, Santumaya Maye, Obi Frebia, a Benua, Moma Cantreme, Omba Catrana, Afedi, no assistant to man, Ama and to my fofro. Nemum or Santana Batrasi, now we are Wefrebino, a Benediano, and a own to man and a beji everyone, some near Mount Biafra. Oponwa, no abeju adiako. Kanene de nanka ye be Jeffrey in some kra na se de ye nyane sa ye the scouts hwe na ne obi fra bie no hena sesa na ntoma na emom wood ohene transi ansa na abade na wo na obesesa ntoma mo transi ansa na ohene abade a ene ono na besesa na ntoma ye ko ni tira.
Pardon me, teacher. And so you were seeing your shot earlier on the display by our people from the coastal areas, the central region of Ghana. That is very common with him. Now you are seeing in your shot a chief from the eastern region, Kwahu area, traditional area, and he's also going to shake hands with the Asantehene. And they are also part of the tribal groupings here residing with us in the Ashanti region. And he's also come to pay homage to the Asantehene. As old and weak as he appears, he still finds it delightful to come and share in the glory of the reign of the Asantehene.
So you say ohene obo bibia friend abotire ena we dia homa bi na ehyeniti ena ayi sika akọ ebi eboso eno no ye friend no sebekro no eye suman ne de suman ne tumi ewom ena odi asan itiri ho so obahwe a obohu se sa suman ono nko na odi bi asan itiri ho ohimfoforo bia ni ho a obehu no santemamu a oye bie agise bia ahimfo a ompese omusua bibi no na omo ni santemamu no omo na ya na omo sinise sa de ni bi na wa santemamu dia bi ene on hye bi ene ono nko ene o hye sebekro etora bia na bo ho mienu etora bi nso ana bo ho miensa enso ni din ne de sebekro no a na efra no e ka se bibi ye kro a na je se ade ba akwa.
Is there a history to this or the significance?
Yo the enim ne se ade wo abibimamu bia ye fra no se art form ana se ye de ye ho ana se ye de ko ye mukra no mbembi no ade bia ba hu se wo obi hu bia no ni titiri wo hene na ewo eniso se de esi ho no ni din ene mpani nsam a ebata ho na esan wo sunsum a eno nso ebata ho enji no ma ye hu wo hene hu bia no eye honam mu ene sunsum na se de ye kan se sebekro no ebo ohene ho ban
Teacher, pardon me. And so we have a file of possibly people from the Igbo land of Nigeria. They have also come from far to also pay homage to the Asantehene. They also, some of them are even friends to the Asantehene. Sometimes he goes on visits to Nigeria and they also come here in exchange of pleasantries and to share in his glory as a king of Asante. So they have also come to share in this occasion, Mabana.
Yen yanoma every Nigeria ememu ehoshe afadia no a wonom so na aba womo bechia Santehene aja se Santehene na yonkofa no ekwa akiri pa ahohoɔ no nya womo ewo Ghana hanko a eche ekwa akiri womo so aba womo bechia na hu se nani age
ba nyase ono aka se owo ene ade ne chichire oman e ka se owo ne ade ne chichire oman a enkyerɛ sɛ yɛn yɛ kɔda na wɔwɔ no ɛna abɛkyekye yɛne wɔ mo ka ho ɛne ɛno mu nyinaa kyekyere nti sɛ yɛka sɛ ɔwɔ no yɛde no kyekyere ɔman a na ɛno no
teacher ma mimi sa wei wɔn ma akyia Santehene ɛmɛɛma ne kyekyere ebinom ɛkɔ a ɔmo mpaboa nyina ɔmo worɔ ebinom so ɛnworɔ ɔmo deɛ no ebinom kɔ ha ɔmo ntoma ebinom so nkɔ ha kyerɛ mu
aman hene nyinaa kɔkyerɛ ne nsɛm woyɛ ɔman hene a sɛ wowɔ santeman mu o sɛ wowɔ ɔman foforɔ so o woyɛ ɔman hene no nko ara deɛ wokyerɛ ne nsɛm
ɔman hene is a paramount chief.
na ɔman hene n'akyi no ɛne yɛwɔ Kumase Fekutire ne yɛbobɔ kyerɛ mo no wɔn no nso no wɔn a ɛni gya ase no.
That is the head of the Igbo community here who has gone to also pay homage to the Asantehene. His subjects are also holding themselves in readiness to also go and pay homage to the Asantehene.
Penyina oda Igbo fuano ewo man yimu.
Nti se yafa Fekutire fo na omo nso kokyea ohene nsem. Na omo kyea ohene nsem no so ya man nyina na Fekutire a okyea na omo mugina ohene chi no ye bɔ nwom maw na abrafo paiwo ye sa omrane na wo de kyea omo de omo timi akyea ohene nsem na ye wo ohene bia ye fra no ekyem ehene no ono na ya kane titi ho no ekyem na na.
Teacher, who are these chiefs we are seeing in our short?
Yes, the odika no offenso hene.
We offenso hene.
Nanu ya offenso hene.
Penimfo. Okay. Wo ba chine we ya sa nkwata kase. Na asokore mampon. Ho ye nifa. Enti eho na sa nifa ho. Eho na nsema hene eba awotena. Eho na kwawu hene ba awotena. Omo wo nifa.
Teacher to aso na wo che Fekutire.
When the shot is taken of a chief and you know them.
Yo, we bebre hene ono so wo nifa fekuo na ye huni.
This one
bebre
in the phone.
Bebre o take achi ho. Ono onie. Enti we de wo hene ne cameraman na ono so
waji di ba so
no kre ndino sa enhumfui ya ye kase echam hene echam eye kane titi ho no shield ya na ye de kwakon eno achi no echam hene no ya ohene a ono na onwono sa echam no okochia Santehene a onkwa ha ne ntoma amanyini nyina kwa ha omuntoma ono echam no de onkwa ha ne ntoma okọ ekochia no otimi kura de nsa sisi eso ohene nsa chia no eno nso ye.
Teacher, let them appreciate when teacher said okwa ha ne ntoma, it means he lowers a part of the cloth, to show respect and to indicate that there's nothing hidden. I guess that's the meaning.
Yo sabe pepe na tie enti ye behwe a ubonwu se ehimfo wenme
I think that's another group from the Nigeria. The Frafra group, they have also come with their leader. They are also going to pay homage to the Asantehene. Yes, the Frafra community. Yes.
Upper East.
Upper East. Yes. They have also come and they have now the opportunity to go and pay homage to the Asante.
Franca and a Choguno. Franca no a flag. Nasa flag no ana Francano. Awirowa, Yakasa Awirowa, the Omofrano, Akuko Sadiano, the cheaper ne Awirowa. Anna Infinfiano, Bibre, Tuntum, and a friend Bibreno. Near Wasiano, a pobre and a friend, Ahamro, and a greno. Sa, Ahamono Janahoma. Omaya Timu Asanteno, Quayum. Anna Oba and Finfianozwa, and Onzu Tuntum, and no Janaho, Emma.
Let me take them through. So, if you can see from the background, the colors of Asante, these are the original colors of Asante Nation. They compose the flag, the yellow, the black, and the green. Sometimes you see the flag coming ahead of Asante Hene or Asante Hima, and that is what teacher is explaining.
And tuntum na womono ejina homa na nanom konwa tuntuma o moteswo
the blacks too and the ancestors.
Yeah. Na sa nkonwa tuntum no.
So that is the flag. Yes, somebody bearing the flag or hosting it ahead of the group. That is what we are talking about.
Sa nkonwa tuntum no eno na Asante ekabo mo no. Omo yanse obi amfa ndemra ne yenhye no. Omo hyi nkonwa tuntum nyina ma na koka sikadwa. Intina jese akonwa bia ni wa pani eche sikadwa yahye obi ade omo hye no no omde ye moto ama obi a ekan bi hweye ana obi a di bi ko no ye mo na jese eye apam
covenant
tuntum no ena awirwa no
you have some of the chiefs in the shot
we abantuma ena ehu no ho no bantuma hene.
He seems to be the odd one, so to speak. He's in black. Is that significant?
The woman say, Bantama hene efra tuntum tambia wa nibremu one kumase sahene.
The warlord.
One kumase mayno sahene. Enti tambia no ochire se ekun bi waye yerede.
That is the Bantama Hine you see in your picture, bowing, lowering his head. Yes, that's the Bantama Hine, the warlord of Kumasi.
The Otoso no Sechre Hine.
On the right.
Aye, only a Sechre Hine. Near one Bengumo, Hidium Hine.
Which of the Hidium?
I have for Hidium.
There's one Hidium in my electoral area. He's not the one.
And here, no. And Iruano, Ejina Homa. A good year, a way and Sassimu.
Obviously, we have a lot of gold. We now have bauxite also, so it's significant. So we still have the tribal groupings given the opportunity, and in their retinues, going to pay homage to the Asante on this occasion of a special day set aside for them to also come and share in the reign of the Asante on the 25th anniversary of his reign. That's why you are seeing all these people coming here today, and for which we are giving you a live telecast of events as and when they happen here at the Ministerial Palace.
You said you know, or something in Nancy, a crocro aso, was an in and nine and come from. Was Champa Boacrano, in Nancy Bibiso, a friend of Crocroa. Nasacro Croana and Nancy Suano, and near my womb, yeah, born home by. And a crocrana sign that Jata and Womaso. Jatano and Nancy Sinus Suano Tresse, a Sremo in Aka or no Santamai, a can Santamao.
So all these are symbolic and they have historical and relevance.
And was on the energy tomb, says Srem, a cat Nemile. Na Srem na kana Nema on you or no cry Sanamrane, say Sremus Jata. Was on the ene, eh, Sremus Jata. And nona Yakase, one nona or tick cravity, and a bravery Mumaso. And you are Tissebo and a Jata Mumaso. Cravity in a bravery.
We want to remind you that you are watching us live on Ghana Television, the station of the nation of the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, where we are bringing you live telecast of events at the Ministerial Palace, specifically at Jabrim, where the Asantehene is seated in state and taking homage from people from all walks of life who have come to share in his glory as he marks 25 years of his reign as the 16th occupant of the golden stool of Asantehene.
Oguswa ehwe Awukudae ene Ahohoɔ da ewo otumfo mfinhyia dionunum afidida dwumadie num ewo Ghana Television eso nya ekoso wa ha no enika na efe kai metwese mu asem bia o se hwe ya eye ene fa eye se nuanum nyina ebo mutena fa ko ebi na yehu na nedai ye nyina ye beka bomu no aye nika na efenso
so bia osumbia no ode anigye soronko na eye na oye ti se bia obi a ode papa ehu Asantehene awo wo mo awuro wo mo ono de oye na dwuma nti na papa no sai ko bani unti min gasa o manenye efise ono ne som no ne ode bua Asantehene no na omote ho sa no nso no se ensuo eje mu sesi aso oto a obi eni ho obesore Asantehene angasa betena nsuo num sentini se uswaye yade na unswa nyi nsuo enti awia na ebo a otim nsuo na eto a otim uswaye yade nko a
okay
aya nikasem se nsuo jemu sesi obi ansore enti Asantehene so ande Ahohoɔ ni na so betenam na nanum na so betenam na Ahohoɔ ni obetima ko
enyimfo no ene hinkwa no ene on betenam om na aso afra mu aswai se om de nsuo mo awia mo om ne enti nsuo to ana odwane
Ahohoɔ ni obetima ka ohena ko.
Teacher, as we hold today, we also want to peep into other activities. Yesterday, 2 days ago, we at the same venue we had the queens coming from all the paramouncies within Asantehene, also coming together in a Durbar in a glamour and style, also putting on display a food bazaar of local dishes. Tell us more about that occasion too and how significant it is.
Yo yenyina ya hwe ana ya nhwe no wo GTV kura no a ya hwe wo ba bi foforo aha na de na ekoso nyina nse ahima eda enti sa ahima ada no abeka ho se afibia no ahima ada no ombedi na ahima nso de omo ye ma omo tumia omo wo se ayi omo entutuya wo Asantehene mu nyina ahima no na esi omo so ni nyina achi no eduru aduane so a enso so ema na sabe aduane ehye omo nsa enti omo da na di se aduane ayira nyina no saa da no omo ye bi ebai kire wo se saa aduane no sa afi bia ye sebeyo na aduane ayenim no dada no enyira
Teacher mentwawa no banimfo bi a ye hwe omo sesie no Council of Zongo Chiefs aha Zongo empanimfo no wonom na yehu wo mo so mafade a wo mo so ebetwa mu no
enti wo hwa oman a owura mu a uhu Zongo kese pa anase Hausa for kese pa no Asantehene Hausa for na uhu om bebrebe ni nyina no emra na English for ana Britain for ene Asante for ko omo sheda ko soa omo emom beboa abrofo no ene Asante kon omo wieye no omo omo anko ene omo ka Asante nso ampam omo ene omo abeken ho
wan na ko soa omo ba
English for ana se UK for omo na ko soa omo ba Britain
so makubi mu a omo Britain for no enti Asante
sa pepepe enye omo nko no omo de India for nso bai omo de Jamaica for bai omo de Sierra Leone bai omo de Nigeria bai omo de sankrofo nyina be kon badodo no asan ko Hausa for ne de omo kai enu ntina hu omo bebre ewo Ghana no na ne titiriu Asantehene enti o hwe Kumasi kra no a Kumasi mfimfie no de Hausa for no omo kamia se omo ya do so kra
So this is an occasion with the patronage of school children and all people of all ages, because it's historic 25 years of the reign of Asantehene, and the next occasion, as huge and grand as this will be, probably when he's marking his golden jubilee, 50 years of his reign. And so this one, if you are at home, you are watching, you are not too far from here, you still have the opportunity of coming along with your children to come and see things for themselves and to see for themselves physically the presence of the Asantehene. You don't have the opportunity of seeing him every day, but on such occasion he is live and present here. When you come, you see him, and the children will also learn and take away so many things from here as part of their studies at school.
Teacher mami misadi ene masha babia opem sotie empomponzio ne usumura afana no mani ntwa so
yo we de ohine ba se oba behia na Ahohoɔ njubo unsa afana kura no ebi ni ho ko mo tete ne benkum ne nifa nyina no nanka ese wo mkura afana na enzongo community no omo nyina wo jase no eho na nsumankwa ahene ewo enti omo nyina nsumankwa no ono ohwe nuro nyina so ana nkramofo kora no eno nso yewisa ede eboa matumi ba nkramofo no dia omo ye no ena sebe hawzafo ene empepefo ni nyina no omo no nso no enusam nyina no omo wo bi pa enindi ne de omo nyina kogu jase no se jase de wona wadura no odin se de anyansumankwa obadwo ano kra nsana waba ndi omo nyina e wo jase.
There's something on his lap. There's something on Otumfo's lap. What precisely is it?
Yo your friend no chi anase abaporiwa sa abaporiwa no eno na se wanhwe ye na ogege no no de tene wo so a no kan sam gu so a enko enye ye ma wo ndi opagade ode hirehira ode kasa ode ye bibia nanso ne abufuo ba no de tene obi so a etimi de nsunsanso bone ebre no ndi eda ne sira so boko sa wo hwe ne na ho a ade bi si ho ya ye fra no dwetekuduo hene no ona ote osande hene ne nsani fa so pe no ono na oso sa yawa no sa yawa no sika ewom sika akọ ene itumi a friend talisman ana bansere enso ewom enti ohene ekoba bia no na edi nanim na o transit so a o de asine na ho ne nsani fa na okodan so a esini mpa ho ena ne hene ena ote ne nsani fa so no oba benkum a ohene biti ho e fra no hia hene no nkyerɛ sɛ
hia no
hia so hene no odie e kyerɛ sɛ ohene ne ba ne ho hia no na wo hwɛ omo atwa no ho hia ne nyinaa yedi enade enkonwa ne nyinaa ye o maame fam enso omo atwa no ho hia ne nyinaa ye o papa efam ena omu di ade paternal omo som ne nyinaa paternal endi akonwa mpomponsuo paternal dwetekuduo paternal hia paternal bibia papa papa emma ena atwa ndi ono akonwa na odie no owu a ode mane ba anase ni nua ba ndi ya na yakase aha de enade nko a na edie da bi ni mienu ena yaka bomu.
Yes, we know Bantuma to be that of a jama. Good.
Yi edum anso ye ja hia eye ja chidom eye ja
na say yaka ne mienu abom
mienu ne yaka abom
nti sa asantefo di enade na nya no kre
enade anga wu asanga de bama wo faase but wenum de omo sam ne ho ne nyina ena nkonnwa no bebre wo ho no mo no ohene no ne mma anaase ne nuamba anaase ne nananom ena edie
na teacher dwetekuduo no ho abakosem bi susu kire se santehene asem bi eye dendenden pa na obebua ebi a ho abakosem kra no esi ye ne ye nwo no so de nsa nifa ne to so a eyi sansem ni nyina nananom beka sansem ni nyina kire no e ma otimika ansa na wobua eti say
before you respond, there's also another speculation that it contains water, so that anytime he's thirsty, there's a way they go around it to get him satisfied.
Yo dedika no se ensuo ne wo mu ye fra no mensuo na saa dwetekuduo no esi ne nkyɛn de emfa nsuo ngum ene de talisman anaase dufa anaase eniska ene wo mu ye wo ba ko bi so ho ya eno ma bia sabe ode kana no a ebeye ti se nsuo ne no ma ene wo mu eno no ye fra no mensuo amabi ena na wo busa bibi
dwetekuduo no
dwetekuduo no enya no na sabe eyi saa ne ma no ene de ne nkonnwa dem ena ogunsa na se kobompa ya eyi saa ne ma no kire na
we are still live on Ghana television. We are bringing you telecast of what is happening here at Jabrim at the Ministerial Palace in Kumasi as part of activities commemorating the silver jubilee of the reign of Otumfuo Osei Tutu II. And we are still seeing in your shot some chiefs who have also gathered here. They are not part of the tribal communities here, but they are part and parcel of the Ministerial Palace. And teacher was already taking us through some of the history.
Yo, adia frano dwetekuduo no ahohoɔ no. Emra ansa na asante eye ne nkabomu no. Wohwe se aman atwa no ho ahia ne nyinaa no. Ehemfo a wo mani adin ewo ahoden ewo tumi no. Ogige wo mutumi ne nyinaa de kan ne de. Nana dwetekuduo no na wo ohene bi bodwesa anwo hene. Ya o wadanse. Enti oma osai kun wo bodwesa anwo so ena oje dwetekuduo no. Efi ne nsam. Busumuru na ohene bi ne afra no wo no adu jamfi. Ono nso na busumuru ya ne dia ena osai kun wo no so na oje. Ndi ogege mu amom wo tumi nyina ogege a na ode waka asantema no na waje tumi no ode aka ne dia.
Bodwesa anwo hene ya tete nso se asante ne kwakon ye no ahyase asante anim kunim omone ne kon ya be se mprensa kra anye ye
no de bodwesa anwofo no ena omo ka omo asem saa enso enye saa na tie asante suma obi ema no kotena bodwesa anwofo no mu eware hoba mfembe emiensa ehu se de ekoso wo ho nyina ndio asante ne ede ne troops ko ho no wa ni gina ena odi nkunim
na just say abakwasam no kwadwo meba ebinom ka de favor wo mo dia na
saa na tie abakwasam de saa obia wa ofie kura no wo ka se yenka bibia wo no ma wo mo ofie ho no ebi be pese wo mbeka ama wo mo de ayede ache wo de ha nti wo mo dia wo mo kika de nyesa oni santeman ko kuro ba ko wo be de na woni na comprehension
wo kan asem na o si o de di kan asante antimi de atoso mienu wantimi atoso miensa eti ekire ne yesoma adebo so hene e ma ne kwotena ho mfie miensa kwa ware ho
no obi ankon ansa na asante beko no otimi yese asante onoa ne kon ekon no obeko a ode be mfie be nso ena eboa ne ho ansa na wako nti opagya ne ho sa pe a na odi nkunim.
Does it give a reason why the British in that Segrenti War were able to defeat the Asantes? Is it because the Asantes were taken unaware and that were not that adequately prepared for that war?
Yo sa ekono de wono mo ankan English for no ankan kire unza ko bia no ba ya yehu ye de wono ma wonumu tetefu yetu omugum ema omoye jina asante de na ope se yemfe anonka no mpe se yɛbɛko biara nti wɔamoa no.
We are still watching a live telecast of events here at Durbar at Mensia, the seat of Asantehene, here in Kumasi, the Ashanti regional capital. And it is the occasion of a day specifically and specially set aside to allow tribal groupings here in the Ashanti region to also come and share in the reign and glory of the Asantehene as he marks 25 years of his installment or reign as the 16th occupant of the golden stool. And you still see in your shot some of the people who have come from far and near, waiting for their turns to come and also exchange pleasantries with the king. I'm here in the commentary position with my colleague Abna Denta, and I'm Nicholas Oseus. Together we are doing this with teacher Safo Kantanka, a great historian from the Mensia Palace. You are still seeing in your shot the Asantehene in his splendid regalia, chieftaincy regalia, taking homage from people who have come to share in the day as has been set aside. Today we must also place on record is also being commemorated as one of the sacred days of Asanteman, Awukudae, or you can call it Kudapaku, and they will refer to the same occasion.
Kwadwosa wosha afadia omanfo dodo na afanoa mene teacher Safo Kantanka ya dwene na se wobaka se yenuano me free mentifi fam no edoso so hwe afadia no a na je se o kan se Hausa for dodo na nkwa o muka Asanteman mu no na ye no kre. I
went around to take note of the allocations and I realized that they were in the dominance of the people who have come here. Yeah. So it's no wonder. Yeah. And if you cast around the Mensia, the vicinity of Mensia, you can see them in their great numbers.
Teacher Yate say oba Mensia ha otumfo atena ye ha yenuanum simfo dodo na etwa ne ho hia no kre.
Tisa sentine say Mensiana or Honya Hana Asantehene tie. Na amaya twan ho hia ni nyina o hodada. Enna baby a yefro ho adum ya asojafo atena ye wo no. Baby a yefro high court ho no. Court no nche no yesi edan bi asi ho no ma efre no friends as a castle no. Asojafo
the military museum.
Museum. E ho na ye Asantehene ahimfia nkasa. Enti ahimfia una ede nre ya 1925 ena omusi no 1923 ewie no 1924 omu wie ye no omka se Asantehene emetena mu no samra no Asantehene no afa na ne de no free sessions eba ena oba no se ontram agise ono atuaka otuaka wie dia ene obetenam na so omde channel pa de onimburo ni trim nti wompe nti otena asafo ene ahimfie ena obetena adum nso ba bia na yefro mekom ya yefro no mo Kumasehene house eho na obesueye enti otuaka no wie no ena otuba betenam enti tafohene ena ma no asasi ma yesi Mensiane siso nti obae no no se tafohene se mensia wanka minya ba bi ntena eno ne mensia no akro no asan kire se ba bi a amanhia.
We are still seeing in a shot some of the tribal groupings still finding their way to where the Asantehene is located. But teacher, yes, this particular shot, take a look, a good look at it. Those dancing, the one at the far end, I've observed and I've met some of them. Some of them are really males, but they appear to be females, and they display the dance as the females would do. Have you also observed it with time?
Yo, it is nanso enra ya na eba eni mfie dukura se mema eye ho se ma aba besa kwadwo besia nra ya na yufu etoda bia no mo de bibia abewura yamane ne amamrem ena ahanso yen enhye pi yen hye da nhye enipa nti o so besa no ayo ho oba eja o mausa Nti enye enka yamane ne amamrew.
Okay. There are some observers who are worried about that trend. Yes. And it's not the first time I have observed it. Some programs, when we go and cover them, we observe some of these things, and some of us are becoming worried. Yes. So it's a trend. I think there's something needs to be done.
Any mfiedu saade no fiase no any mfiedu na abahwa nso a osantehene eho de untimi nkwaya saa ho nti omo ya enkrofo bi na de omo ba se monkosa na monyisika ebi ana ohene bi no omdi nachi na otua sika no omo aba na enka yamane ne amamre ho nti ye ho bibi na be ya enka ye ho bibi now that it has come to your attention, you are closer to the seat of Asantima because it is the house and it's the embodiment of our rich culture, tradition, and moral values. So if some of these things are evolving and we don't find a way of curtailing them, and now in this era of that so-called something, if we don't find a way around it, before we could say Jack, it becomes part of the culture.
Well, Ena asana wosa no so yenka asema mema nsabi mema sabi enti adenti na opese ofa ema afade se oba e wo bra wo ye bema na odisa kodwo we de obetwra fa ho.
Yes, we need to do something about it.
Enya dia ese so kra
kodwo yensaka Dr. Ejakupoku.
Yeah, we have Dr. Ejakupoku and he's the coordinator of the program. And we would want to engage him to take us through some of the activities that have been lined up and then all that we are seeing. Doc, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Take us through. Now we are getting to the crescendo of the celebration. We know Friday marks the exact 25th anniversary. Can you take us through, apart from what we are seeing today, what are in the offing?
So today is Awukudae. In the next 48 hours, we shall be ushered into the 26th when our king was installed as the Asantehene. So the 26th, we'll begin the day by saying thank you to the Almighty. So there shall be a church service, interdenominational church service here at the same Menshia Palace on the park where we are having this ceremony. After that, we'll rest a little, and on the 6th of May, that's the birthday of the king. In the morning, we will have our usual church service. You know, on that day, we go to St. Cyprian's Anglican Church to have a service. And after that, the king will sit in state to receive visitors. Then after that, you will rest. There may be other programs, but not on the Menshia here. Then on the 12th of this May, we'll have the climax of the occasion. That is where we are going to have the bigger day. That's a Sunday. It's a Awukudae, so it will continue like that. We are going to have a Durbar bigger than this. We are expecting all the paramounts to be here. Today, as you see, usually on Awukudae, we don't expect all the paramount chiefs to be around, unless it's a special occasion like this. So although today you see some Amahene here, not all of them will be here. But on that day, that is at the Kesia, the 6th, 12th May, we expect all of them to be around. Okay.
Doc, you can continue.
Yes. I was listening to you and you are talking about the fact that we have more of people from the northern Ghana to Niger to that place. It's a fact that we were in contact with people from the northern region, Upper Volta, then Niger, Mali, all the way to Egypt. Many centuries before we came into contact with people from Europe. They were our main trading partners, and therefore they were here before even Asante Kingdom was established. Most of the shopping malls in Kumasi then, they established them. around the Doom, Ashtown. They were occupying them a long time. So it was easier for when the Nigerians came, easy to integrate with them because they were more or less Muslims, most of them, and it was easy for them. So we have most of them being with us. As we were talking about, so they got established around these areas before the Menshia itself here was established. So it's not the fact that when the palace was built, instead of giving it to the indigenous to come and settle here, they were invited to come. No, they were here. They were here around Abu Abu and everything. Kumasi is a doom, and our everything is there. That is why till today we have most of our important sites, shrines still at a doom. And as Antonio have to go there on occasion like Akweside and Awukudae. So a doom area. So it is not out of place to have most of them, different tribes from the north, coming down here to join us today.
Doc, from day one of the activities, that is when we had the Sagrenti War letters commemorating the Sagrenti War, up to this time, what's your impression and observation about the activities so far?
I just want to understand you well. From 1870.
The commemoration of the 25th anniversary, the activities so far, the patronage, the organization, how far we have come, your observation, your impression.
I must tell you that we have prepared for it. The 25th anniversary, we have prepared for it. And we saw a bit of it when we were celebrating the 20th anniversary. And we are expecting a lot of people to participate. Now things are changing because as we are speaking now, people are watching it from their televisions, on their phones. So we do not expect them to be rushing here as it used to be. But as you can see, it is well patronized. The place is even small for such an activity. We are grateful to social media that now we can still show our culture at where people are, their home, their offices, without asking them to come. I'm also happy that those we call the non-indigenous have participated well. In fact, they are looking for such an opportunity to say hi, even though they are with us here. The Nzema chief, the Fanti chief, they are with us. They have seat here.
Which of the chiefs did we see in the shot?
I think we saw prominently Offenso.
Okay, Offenso man.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Offenso man. Okay, so that's the new Offenso man, surrounded by his subjects, yeah, and his elders. Yes. You are talking about the impression and how well it has been patronized. Going into the subsequent ones, we have quite a number of them ahead of us. From tomorrow, where we have the fireworks and the musical concert, so you are now seeing in your shot a display from one of the northern groups. That's how they manage and they control and manipulate the horse. Yes, it also adds to the grandeur of the occasion, and they are also having their way to where the king is seated to pay their homage to him. Doc.
Yes, I'm sure their overlords are coming from their homes. These are people in Kumasi and Ashanti region. On the 12th May, we're expecting people from Yandi, the Yana group. We're expecting delegation from Ouagadougou, that is a Burkina Faso, also to come. We're expecting delegation from Ivory Coast to come, Dahomey also to come. So it's going to be a very big ceremony here. As we are seeing, these are all people in Kumasi. I'm sure they didn't invite those from their homes to come. These are people here, staying with us here, and almost always when we have ceremony, they are with us here.
That is the Masokoriman point. Which of the divisions does he head?
The right wing.
The right wing. That's the Nifahine of the Kumasi traditional Council, and sitting beside him is
This one is
okay.
You see that the people who are sitting by Asantehene are not holding the salt.
Yes, teacher has taken us
explain that to us. On the 12th of May, we are going to show all this. All the 12 or the 16 of them will be shown here. Now, all these people sitting here are chiefs in their own right. When they go to their homes and villages, we have umbrella on their head. So they are not just servants moving around. Almost everybody who is a servant at the palace here is a chief.
It's a somebody somewhere.
Somebody somewhere.
Oh, okay.
We have a chief whose responsibility is to pour drink for the Asantehene. Anonomunsahene.
Okay.
Anonomunsahene is a chief. The one who holds the waist of the chief, the king, to make sure that he doesn't step on a wrong way.
Is it
Somisisi Hene? Somisisi Hene is also
a chief in his right.
The one who holds the pot is also a chief.
The Kudu.
Yes,
okay.
Kudu, and therefore addressing them, you must add Otumfo Somisisi Hene. You can't say Somisisi Hene. No, he is not as Somisisi Hene. Somebody is Somisisi Hene. In the same way, the language you see here, they are all chiefs.
Okay.
So addressing them, you don't say Nana Chiame or Chiame Otumfo Chiame.
Because there are many chiefs and linguists elsewhere. Okay. So apart from the chiefs and the leaders of the communities, we also have people from all walks of life, a section of the general public, also trudging the venue to also see things for themselves and appreciate how far Otumfo has come as a king of Asanteman. I must remind you that we are still live on Ghana Television, the station of the nation of the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, and we are bringing you live commentary from Dwabrim, a part of Mensia where this Grand Durbar is taking place. Doc, before the actual day, tomorrow there's fireworks, there's going to be fireworks, and there's also going to be a musical concert. Can you take us through what we are likely to witness tomorrow?
Indeed, this activity you are seeing, the one that will be on Friday and the 12th, Afonananum and the senior members. We want the general public and the youth in particular to feel it. And we expect that all of them will troop there to have the feel of this anniversary we are celebrating. And if you are not aware that is going to happen at the Prempeh Assembly Hall for the youth, we have a day for you. Today you may be around here and it will not be interesting. We will have one for you where you can go and enjoy. And all the activities are open to the general public. We don't need invitation to come to Mensia or to go to Prempeh Assembly Hall to join them. Again, you don't need any invitation to attend any of the programs. You can use any of the gate. What we advise people is that if you want to come to Mensia for such an occasion, because a lot of people are coming here, it is difficult to come with your car. You can park somewhere and come with a taxi or a trotro. That will help you, because it will be difficult for you to get a parking space. On the 12th, we don't expect people to park inside the palace. You don't bring car beyond the gate, and therefore you may be restricted. And when such happens, please bear with us, because we are going to use a larger portion of this compound to accommodate many people who want to watch culture here.
I expect that on such an occasion, a rare occasion like this, we'll have many more children of school-going age to also be a part of it, because they have probably learned some of these histories of some of these things in history, and that it's only through books they are seeing some of the and reading about them. But it looks like the adults continue to dominate. Is there a possible subsequent program that children could also be allowed to have to also come closer to share in it.
You are right. It will be very difficult for children below 14 to have a way here. And our advice to the parents is that if you are bringing them here, better. But it will be difficult to control them. And if you are a child and you want to come here alone, please watch the television and say, I will do well through GTV to tell them whatever is happening there, here, and explain to them. But certainly we are going to have a day for the children before the year ends. We are not going to end the 25th anniversary on the 12th. We'll have a day to mark it. But after the 25th, we are going to have multiple programs, and 1 or 2 of them will be dedicated to children. Especially we'll allow the children also to come to say thank you to the king for the support for education. So we are planning such an occasion, and we are going to divide it into 2. Those for school and those for secondary school and the universities. The king will be there and we will have interaction with them.
It's good you have properly transitioned me into another aspect of what that we are doing. We are celebrating Asante Hene. I guess I'm seeing, yes, Alaji Gruza, that's the man who just came to exchange greetings with the Asante Hene and just gone by. It is transitioning me into another aspect of our discussion. That is within the 25 years as the king of Asante. Can we look back and tell ourselves or remind those who were not yet born from day one how far we've come in terms of some achievement the Asante Hene has made? Can I begin with Teacher Safo, then Doc will continue from there.
You said you no. The Casa Asante Maya, Chesa Obia or Asante Maya Assassin one. Yanam Pempi and Grofagin almost say Ashanti region as 70 acre. Now Ashanti region, a buying Shebia, what chat Asante Mano from Baby Crabby and or the Idia Tusu say a friend of Ashanti region. Now you can't Sante my dear, and the near cat Titihono or no man or Moka Asante home and Sana or Mobaka Ghana home. Na a baby Omobia region Bia Omobia and found baby Omo Omina can Sante Mao. The Santi Anna I have for region a can Oti region can I have for region can Oti region can Bono a can Bono no Yawan Bono East and a walk Bono Omina can Asante Mano. Wojama bones a bana or can ye or Enyawa Woka Sabianado Asante Tree Casa and the Adichrese Woka Sante Mao. We are Bianoa, Wajiatum, Sawoka Sante Mao, Okaho, Obianzo, Okaho Biana, Yashadam Elwo, Adebia, Yadishawansa, Yatisa, Yakase, and Zama Kotoko. And the Santis Yakase, and wine Kotoko, and wino, Dagbang, Dagbano, Dagumba. Nasa, Dagumbano, as and for the so Sabi omno betimi akana boko enunti ena dagban no omno kana anwan kotoko
enti Asante na ede anwan ne ba
enti omode omho de from ho dagban enti dagban no ena Asante ese yenka dagban bia mori anwan enti anwan kotoko ena nsema kotoko eno pa ho a wo no kwaw for a Asante Mao free titi. A year 1888 and a profunti muye omo wai kwa every Asante. Na yes a kwa for a twin omo every Asante mfimfino and cheribia. O my bia organa habiano e kamia se obia aka Asante honda. Na de ohunu ne ya no obi o ha ompese or Tisa Dino and now Cahono, politics for Enna and Chichemu, almost Chichemono, now almost so Enya Quine Phantom. Now every Asia, every Obroni pencil. obroni na de nchichemu no bae nti nka nemre yi baabi a yaduro yi de ezenke yato obroni nchichemu no atwetwene baabi na ye nkambo mu sebe ya na ye kase obeka asante ho a obeka asante ho a obia ni hono mo a o ma wa besoa eja ana se oba mo wa besoa nsuo ana ye beka se ye hwe fufuo wo manhia nti ye ngofre zongo hine ma no mewo ye kasa wo soma ase nyina ne se ne wo nim dia wo no ana wo de ba abeka asante ne ho ama ya hihye ama ye nyina ye de akọ nti esom enkyere se wo yakwa wo soma osante ne no a se be ye nyina ya gitum se na chi ebi ni ho no ono nso ka se osom na osante ne soma me ne wo de ye be dey esom no abi ene ye be som sa anwan kotoko enzima kotoko ba cho sa timu bio ebrebi obi ka asem bi se enzima ne asante koin na asante antimi ene enzima so enu nti na asante kotoko no enzima gibi senete dabi o man bia ni wa o Ghana ha sebe asante na nko na ono a na gitum sa asante ene wonko me be kan ho nti obia oni asante anko bia sa na bae enzemafo ani asante kan bomu ema sebe sa epomu ho no asante ko ho no makoko ntoko bia enzemafo ena na ekire omuna eyetetefu etina nzema ani asante wa yonkufa yonkufa ya omusa wo ayensini agudie bepemene ya nzimani etimi kan afun bia ope ekire santini ema santini nso timi kan afun bia ope ekire enhye na ho enye ntokwasem ayo yenuanom bi na eba so sesi ase wonom egro menhia aye nika na efe teacher ene me hunu odo enkabomu ene kroye na senka adeshima Ghana nyina etimi aka abom aye sei na ya kire do na ya kire kroye ne nkabomu sei ya unyi ni se nka oman ebebo aye ba yo enipa ya omo yehu omo ha nyina no osande ne de ofa omo nyina se ne honipa rekwa ape onyiyim ontitim anso omo free akoya na politics sorry ya na ntitimu ba na ye kan sem gu asante so na wo ma kan so enhwehwem ne ye jedi enti yanka hu se empen bia ye beka se ye kan bibia tia asante no ntitimu ena ne ye di enya sade na ye mfa no de asinei efiri wo kɔ no ye ntoa so saa ebe fefefe kama Ghana television ena ugusu a uhwe menhia ahemfie ene eye Awukudae ene eye Ahohoɔ da nti so ohunu ye nuanom esiremfo dodo na se o mafade a o mogro ahodo no nyina bi wa hase ya o mabayo opemso aya na eye Ahohoɔ da ye di no menhia ene dai mfinhia duonunum ya opemso etna sikadwa so nyame boa ochina chifiada na eduso no ehu dwumadie no ebinie ene eye enkabomu sonko ene ye odosonko a santehene ene Ahohoɔ ewo santemamu nyina akabom ya woyi na die na eka bibi kire ye se obia wone ne nkakasa baako no onya wotamfo na emom oye wunua ye sese ogina wa tu na mu nyina mutimi nya adwenkro na mutimi ne peja adehyeman Ghana teacher yo yeka enzema kotoko yeka ayi dagban kotoko yeka santi kotoko no yesa wo kotokofo ya omo wo Cameroon ya Cameroon ekuo bia ye from kotoko ono kura me ne wo kan ebi abanne ya omo amantemunti no sabi omo antimi anyi omo anim na no no ye wia dache ino mbakwa ko hu Dr. Jakun na kwan bia befa so a Cameroon fo no nso ye de o ma beka ho bia no ye beye Dr. Cameroon fo ho mpen
da bi me hu o mo pe na mateda nanu ya enipa bi free Africos bae no omusi omaba no munua binum so oda home ebra omu kɔ no omu do omu ani kyerɛ agricos ho no ɛna ebinum so do omu ni kyerɛ kɔɛ da home fo enti ye wo asantefo bi oda home a ɛna ye wo bi nso so na enye nwanwa sɛ Cameroon fo no sɛ ne yase ɛyɛ oba ba ko peninti so oba ba ko kɔtena no kɔ wo na se dɔre pɛ ofiri efie enti sabre nso na ye to sɛ obi ananse kuro bi wo hwɛ sɛ oboji aya asante dia obetumi aba na de ho abɛkyerɛ na nse ya tete sɛ mfimfim manten mo kuro bia ahyase so mo firi ha ne koye mo firi asante mema ha ya ne koye enti omu san ba bedan yewura de pese oman ma etene ate ase se enne no ndi se ankane no ye so obi besum obi se oba na bedon a ekuo na abedwan emu ade e na obedie emu ani monyam na abegye sanka ye bo odwai se oka ho ahunu se ne aman hini yi bai se wo hwe a ebi ba omunante na yaba ebi kura nwoye mpaboa na yaba na omudo mu sa betu yewura yem efiri se ebi a na oye oman hene anaso oye brompon bi a wode ne ho aba bedwan asanteman enti se woye wadwene se wo beba se ne amanfo kasa yesuma asanteman yeso asanteman sabra ye kasa eyekuo na do ho ba bedwan mu na sa asam to a yenyina yahwe ne yakama yenyina ne yahwe de free ha say ye education fa ne ade ne de kɔ rara nyina baby e beti say yenkofo obi a wotimi ba na so one yen aboba pam na ne afa adwene
mejidi say baby a santini bi akoka bia no say enei obafia ebeboa na je say wahunu wunchi sense ebi abeka baby a wo no na wonim say ho no soso kra no enye ho na wofre na tete no ya nananom se awade adi bi mu kopie baabi efu yo di bi mu kopie baabi saafo nyina enne so mbe so mo ba metima ba
no krepa sa wonte ho ase kwankra eno kwasem ne se yenwura anase menhye bi kase yenim baabi obi ate yenim baabi obi ate baabi wasifre bia yenim na emom sabre fa ho di aba mem wo je se wo betra wo baabi na wo ma ha ye ne oni hwe ne mom so ayi wadwene se obeba de ya yebeboa amo ahurunji ebia wudi dwumade bi kura wo fie ha no a yebe kire wo se efie ha yehia wo pa na sasantememu ha wo na se yedi dwumade bi a wo yeman ansa na yaye Mr. Sapuka Daka ka kire wo se afi ayebesim ne yebetwa dwura enye afahye baako dwura twa etimi ko besa bosome miensa ne yetwa dwura nwie efa nipa bebre ho eduru bebi a ahemfo bi kura te bebi anka santeman ho no dwura no ekowie won enti sabre wo ho na se wunim se wase efri ha efrefie mu a yenwura de di kan de ese wo ye ne se wo beba na ma betena se yenyi wo nkyere ne ade ne ahwehwe mu a ne ankyere bebi a wo da pa ne de wato na dwumadi ebi kura na konwa ho kura ye wo dia asase bi ho kura ye wo dia na nse ye chichiri kumase yakase asante hina ba ko obi a ye ne de asante hina bi na chichiri kumase twa amro no adioso wonso edema kumase omu hihye se oman hini bia no ofri baby a wo se mampon ba kumase ofenso ba kumase dwabe ba kumase a awso onya baby obetena a oba obenya baby nso aso yeda enu ko wie se ye mo musisi yedan ni bebre Saturday kodi ngofo no ho kodi adwadifo bi ho yenwura bae wahwehwe mu nyina wo hini bia wodan wadum anase kumase he bia wofra no ka kyesa edan esi hoi eya wodia na ye maw ede maw ofisufo be dia danse dominance be dia danse wadibia mebre ai wofra ka kyesa wahwe ni nwuma mu no wo ena sa efie wei eya wodia eduma wo ho no Syria for ne mrofi ba ye ene wo mo fi Niger be di dwa wo ha ni nyina ko ye no ebi ko no ebi a o ko no sabi na obi o kan ka no de efie ni gya no ananse obi o ho a na ohwe ne fie so ana one ne ye adwuma kura na de fie ni gya no no ni ba kura tena fie ni mu a be se fie wa ha ni obekwa ko hwe nkrata mu pa no
Dr. Homage mame
masre ko kasa kakra na otumfo chia me ene ye dapon kese kamaba ahifie de kan meka asante kasa na mom ene de yi dasoronko Awukudae ye soronko ma otumfo nimfie a wadi wa komya yiso mfie de onunum na wato safre eye ahohoɔ a wo mo abesom sante no ne o matera no ne o madi ngita ho nti no ma hu sɛ ye nuanom mfie ala takra ba ha nti no wada Roma mekasa no me poto no kakra na amansan nyina ate that's it. Your Royal Majesty Otumfo Osei True the Second Asante Hene Odi Ahohoɔ ya OJB the second Sefi Anyaso Hene and President of the National House of Chiefs and his Vice President Napoele Cabo the Second Nananum distinguished invited guests Ahohoɔ who are here. I stand on all existing protocols. I wish to humbly thank Otumfo for extending an invitation to me as the Minister for Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs on this auspicious occasion. I am humbled and honored to be given this opportunity to deliver some remarks. On behalf of His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and the entire government of Ghana, I wish to congratulate the Asante Hene on reaching such a monumental milestone in his kingship and leadership spanning a quarter of a decade. Today, we do not only celebrate just the years and longevity of your reign, Otumfo, but the impact and influence that has come to characterize your ascension to the golden stool since 1999. This goes without saying that Your Royal Majesty has become a model of today's traditional leader committed to peace, development, and nation building. Today we gather in honor of one whose influence transcends politics, cultural, and ethnic boundaries. Your Royal Majesty, indeed, you are a true beacon of peace and hope for this country. The rich culture you display at your gathering is very important to the nation, especially in tourism and for national development. I have personally interacted with you and I serve you myself in the palace. I keep serving you and have interacted a lot with you before even my appointment as the substantive Minister for Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, and I cannot put in words the depth of wisdom and knowledge you've imparted to me and the knowledge you share with Ghanaians. At a time when some people are calling for the abolishment of chieftaincy institution that has been bedeviled in some cases by conflict in years past, we are, on the contrary, proud and honored to associate ourselves as a ministry with Otumfo, whose efforts in education, health, poverty reduction, conflict resolution, and capacity building for traditional leaders are remarkable, and we are proud of you. We are also proud as a nation to be living in the times of perhaps the most influential king of the Ashanti Kingdom that has come in our time. You are truly a national treasure who has held high the flag of Ghana wherever you have been. The level of respect you command is remarkable, from the shores of Ghana to other countries and to the United Nations. Your incredible feats have not gone unnoticed. Your Royal Majesty, you have made the Ashanti culture, values, and tradition a very important part of our national development, and it's now sitting well with our modern democracy, and the 21st century modern technology has come to embrace your culture and your development agenda. You have established a concept of kinship that is more suited to the spirit of the new and changed conditions and challenges of today. As government, we commend your unwavering commitment to raising the standards of education, which has benefited over 1 million students in all the 16 regions of this country. For over 22 years, several critical sectors such as health, water and sanitation have benefited from numerous projects from your Otumfuo Charity Foundation, not to mention initiative towards poverty alleviation. This shows what we can achieve when visionary traditional leaders such as you actively involved in the development of our country. As a show of support and as means of ensuring sustainable financing for our chiefs and traditional rulers, government is in the process of establishing the Chieftaincy Development Fund to enable the chiefs and our traditional rulers play their roles as leaders in our community. This will help our traditional rulers to undertake development projects within the traditional areas without waiting for central government. It will also help to strengthen capacity building of our chiefs and training of our chiefs and queen mothers. It is high time we made the chieftaincy institution the fulcrum around which our local development evolves. I am also, as the substantive minister, in the process of reviewing the sections of the Chieftaincy Act 208 Act 759 and the legislative instruments 798 to reflect the current trend of events, as well as restore some power to our traditional leaders. Your Majesty, we are in the presence of a man who have been a symbol of peace amidst successive governments and politics. It transcends across the country. Your advocacy for arbitration instead of litigation has been the backbone to the sustained peace we enjoy as a nation. We are thankful for your continued contribution towards peace in this country, just as we are for your several interventions in the past. When governments sometimes struggle to bring peace to conflict areas, you have stood up. And I recount the age-old Dagbon chieftaincy conflict, which through your leadership helped the nation to bring it to a successful conclusion and to peace in the area. We also have done something in the past that we have involved you, Otumfuo, such as the Boko conflict, which we have brought to your table and under your throne to help the government resolve. Peace has always been a core value in our tradition, and we have come to embodify it in our times, such as we see today. In my concluding remarks, I want us all to celebrate His Royal Majesty Otumfuo de Asantehene for his invaluable contribution to the Asante Kingdom and to our nation, Ghana, and to the entire African continent and the world at large. Your Royal Majesty, I join everyone here in this gathering to wish you more years and strong health and many more years of unbridled impact on our lives. Long live the King, long live His Royal Majesty, long live Asante Man, long live Ghana, and thank you. God bless you, Otumfuo.
We thank you very much, the Honorable Minister for Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Honorable Stephen Asamoah Boateng. We are celebrating the 25th anniversary of His Majesty Otumfuo Osei Tutu
and Religious Affairs, Mr. Stephen Asamoah Boateng, addressing Asantehene and the crowd here in Guarded. And he spoke about a fund the government is about setting up, through which traditional leaders will be able to access funds from the central government to undertake some development projects within their jurisdictions. We are about listening to an address by the President of the National House of Chiefs and the Paramount Chief of Sehi Anwiaso, Ahohoɔ Yaojibi. There he comes as he walks majestically to the podium to address the Asantehene and the people here in guarded. Shall we have an ear for him?
So.
Wadauma. Me wa santimen mu de.
So.
Na wasanka me katwi.
So.
Na hwe dom aba behia wa ha.
So.
Ebi fi Mali, Nigeria.
So.
Ene se ne ka ho no.
So.
Me sre na mapoto kakra. Your Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II Asantehene and the celebrant of the Silver Jubilee Anniversary.
So.
Ashanti Regional Minister, if he's here or his representative.
So.
District, Municipal and Metropolitan Chief Executives present.
So.
Heads of various ministries, departments and agencies in the region. Nananum from Ashanti.
So.
Especially my mentor, Nana Otuo Srebo Gabenhene, and all the other chiefs present.
So.
Chiefs of various ethnic groups in Ashanti here assembled. Chairman and members of Silver Jubilee Celebration Planning Committee.
So.
Distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen.
So.
It is indeed an honor and privilege to be invited to be the guest of honor of this Silver Jubilee celebration.
So.
Your Majesty the Asantehene, and as guest of honor of the Ahohoɔ Durbar.
So.
I am extremely grateful for the honor and privilege done me. I bring to you warm felicitations from the chiefs and people of the Biamianto traditional area,
So.
the Western North region where I come from, and in my capacity as President of the National House of Chiefs,
So.
I convey to you the highest felicitations from the chiefs in Ghana. I, on my own behalf, and behalf of the National House of Chiefs,
So.
and my Vice President present here,
So.
congratulate you, Your Majesty, on your 25 years of effective traditional rule and as occupant of the Golden Stool.
So.
Commemoration of bravery and resilience. I am informed that this Silver Jubilee Anniversary also marks the commemoration of 150th anniversary of the Sagrenti War,
So.
and the centenary anniversary of Nana Prempeh II from exile. What is common about events in the annals of Ashanti Kingdom is the fortitude, bravery, and resilience of the Ashanti people against domination of the British Empire.
So.
The Sagrenti War and the events leading to the taking into exile of Asantehene were testimonies of bravery and demonstration of resilience in protecting the sovereignty and the culture, values, traditions, identity, and the heritage of the Ashanti people.
So.
The people of Ghana owe the people of Ashanti. We are proud of you,
So.
and will always recognize you for your bravery.
So.
Acknowledgement of ethnic groups. Nananum, my understanding is that this Durbar is to acknowledge the cordial relationship that has existed over the years between the Golden Stool and various ethnic groups in the Central region.
So.
To demonstrate Otumfuo's appreciation for the significant roles played by various ethnic groups in support of his reign and the planning, of course, and the reign of his predecessors.
So.
We are grateful to Otumfuo the Asantehene, the people of Ashanti,
So.
and all the various ethnic groups in Kumasi and Ashanti region to be part of this historic event.
So.
Nananum, we are all from different backgrounds, and have different cultures and traditions. But what unites us as a people is more than that which divides us. But what every leader expects of his subjects is unalloyed loyalty. And so I call on all the ethnic groups around to commit themselves to serving the golden stool. The Asantehene and the Ashantis have allowed us to do business peacefully, and the little that we can do is also show appreciation by showing loyalty to the golden stool. We pray that the good Lord of the universe, who has created us and planted us into tribes and nations, that we may know and understand each other, and not that we may despise each other. May he flood our path with his light as we walk humbly towards a deeper relationship and a future filled with hope and realization of our aspirations. 25 years of effective leadership. Nananum, ladies and gentlemen, we have seen 25 years of impactful traditional leadership, which has met the hopes and aspirations of the people and the nation at large. The Ashanti Kingdom contribution to the development of Ghana is immense. Your role as a custodian and the very epitome of Akan culture and heritage has been phenomenal. You have promoted Akan culture home and abroad and have become a global icon for Ghanaian kinship and culture. Your generation, your orientation towards development has become a model for many modern African monarchs. Transformational leadership. Your Royal Majesty, it is not for nothing that you have been christened King Solomon. It is a testimony of wisdom, leadership, and development. Your leadership has been nothing less than a beacon of light for many, and it is worthy of emulation by kings and traditional leaders, including me, on the continent and beyond. The period of your reign has witnessed massive development across your kingdom and beyond. Indeed, you have demonstrated transformational leadership in the sense that many of the projects you have embarked upon these 25 years are projects whose benefits will transcend the current generation and many generations to come. Otumfuo Charity Foundation projects. The Otumfuo Educational Fund initially focused on education, but the expansion of your development initiative beyond education culminated in the establishment of the Otumfuo Charity Foundation, by which all the various development schemes operate. The Otumfuo Charity Foundation seeks to improve on the lives of Ghanaians by implementing the ideals, values, vision of the Asantehene and the nation, and also help to transform Africa. The Otumfuo Educational Fund, which has been in existence for over 20 years, has helped provide educational infrastructure across the length and breadth of the whole country. Some of the 400,000 individuals from across the nation have received some form of financial support, ranging from full scholarship, bursaries for part payment of fees, accommodation, stationery, clothing, transportation, and airfares, as well as admission and examination fees. Many schools outside the Ashanti Kingdom, including my own Savior Secondary School in the Western North region, where you are erecting a 600-bed student dormitory. Engineering Corporation. Let's give a clap to Otumfuo. I've benefited your benevolence and charitable deeds. The Kofoanochi Teaching Hospital, CAF, is the second largest hospital in Ghana. The ongoing Hill CAF project, which was launched under your auspices, and ongoing Hill Ghana project, to raise, and your expectation is to raise $10 million in funding for a total infrastructure improvement of the 70-year-old CAF, which will benefit generations to come. And geographical spread will go beyond Ashanti Kingdom and even Ghana. Your Excellency, for many people outside of the Ashanti Kingdom, including Western North, Bono, Ahafo, and even parts of the Eastern region, and indeed, it's about 12 out of the 16 regions, all benefit from CAF as a referral hospital. And I will invite all Ghanaians, especially those within the catchment area of CAF, to contribute to the Hill CAF project. I will return to the Hill CAF project shortly. 2024 elections, Your Majesty and Chairman, Nananom, invited guests. This year, 2024, is an election year. Indulge me to use this platform to address some election issues. Very soon, the political campaign will intensify, and election fever and tension will rise. We need to remind ourselves that no matter our interests and political persuasion, we are one people with a common destiny. It is our responsibility to preserve it. It is important for all of us to work towards fair, peaceful elections. In relation to forthcoming elections, a number of political campaign themes have emerged. The MPPs breaking the eight, NDCs building the Ghana we want, Honorable Alan Martin's Alliance for Revolutionary Change, and Nana Kwame Bediako Cheda, New Force Agenda. But none is bigger than Ghana. None of this is bigger than Ghana. We need to queue, vote, and have our results declared. As chiefs and community leaders, we have a responsibility to educate our people, especially the youth, not to allow themselves for any politician or political grouping to exploit their vulnerabilities into engaging in violence or any vice which will undermine the individual and community safety or the integrity of elections. Donation towards Hill CAF project. As indicated earlier, many of us from Sefi and its environment, CAF has been a major referral hospital. Our elders say, what fruit we are pa and a piano to work. A worthy cause elicits support. So on my own behalf and on behalf of the Sefianianso Traditional Council, the chiefs and people of my traditional area, we make a modest donation of 5,000 United States dollars towards the CAF project.
That was the president
anniversary to Otumfuo.
That's the.
May the Lord and our ancestors shower love, wisdom, and warmth upon you on the occasion of your silver anniversary. Happy anniversary to an amazing chief whose achievements for the benefit of Ashanti Kingdom and Ghana are highly appreciated.
So,
My Royal Majesty, the board of GMPC has requested me to inform you that on the 12th or before the 12th, the whole board, including the chairman, will also come to pay their homage to you.
So,
long live Otumfuo, long live Asanteman, long live Ghana. Thank you for your attention.
Pia, Moni Kasa, Moni Jujua. Well spoken.
Excuse me. Yes, I have a small donation to make. What are the rounds? Okay, pardon. Otumfuo chairman.
So.
And Yebisia, Sio Pakra, Yanum, no, Anubini. And they are good there. A presidential eba,
Pa,
Adaruma,
Pa,
maybe Bikuta, Snap, one cutting,
Pa,
wine, one cutting,
Pa,
Enna Sabe, a man so me and son.
Oh.
The science to put a champagne into put a champagne, Adaka, Adaka, Snams Adaka,
Pa,
so be nyan, this is to so dear,
Pa,
into your water so dear Catra, I am said the actor. I pay you. Near to be you. I hear me more bread. Sabri kasa mo kasa mu hiensuo
Pa,
enti mo so mo die ni
Pa,
atrogu so ahenkwa
Pa,
me baaya mo so mo na mkuta kuta yi mu
Pa,
enti mo so mo die ni
Pa,
na eye $5,000 ne de
Pa,
achire na mo kire me nipa me fa check na ma na
Pa,
de be ma no de ma se pi
Pia, Mo, Evra. Monica, sir.
Words of wisdom.
That was the president of the National House of Chiefs, Ahohoɔ JB, who on behalf of the House has graced this occasion with his Vice President. Earlier in the morning, he went to exchange pleasantries with Asantehene. He's going back to possibly bid him farewell as he wants to take a bow of the occasion. Importantly, on behalf of the House, Ahohoɔ JB has presented a cash and some traditional gifts to the Asantehene in accordance with custom and tradition on this occasion. Yes, we are still coming to you live from Dwabrim of Ministerial, where a Durbar is being held to allow non-Asante ethnic or tribal groupings to also have a role to play and share in the Silver Jubilee commemoration of the reign of Asantehene Otumfuo Osei-Tutu. Quite a number of activities have already been held, and today we are holding this occasion or event too. Tomorrow there's going to be a night of fireworks, a musical concert at the Jubilee Park near the Prempeh Assembly Hall. Then on Friday, which marks exactly 25 years of the installment of Otumfuo Osei-Tutu Abebio, there's going to be a church service, Thanksgiving, here at the same venue. It is going to be a congregation of churches of different denominations, and they are going to thank and praise the Lord for his mercies and protection over Otumfuo Osei-Tutu Abebio over the 25-year period, and to possibly seek the glory and direction and protection for him as he continues to reign as the leader of the Asante Nation. Then on the 6th of next month, that's 6th May, which happens to be the birthday of Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II, there's going to be another grand Durbar. There's going to be a church service at the St. Cyprian's Anglican Cathedral. Then on the 12th of May is when we are going to have a grand Durbar of chiefs and people of Asante, and that's going to be Akweside Kese, and that is where we are going to have the entirety of Asante converging on this particular spot to mark or to climax the 25 years of the reign of Asantehene. And that is when we are likely to see quite a number of dignitaries, both from home and abroad. And as Dr. the coordinator for this celebration has indicated, children may come here to also share in the glory, but please come along with them, accompany them. If possible, just allow your teenagers to be here, because they have been learning about the history of Asante, and they would have to observe things for themselves to well appreciate what they are learning in the classroom. And so for today's event, very soon we are going to draw the curtains on it. As soon as the Asantehene gets up to exchange pleasantries with the people herein gathered, we will be drawing down the curtains on this particular occasion. We cannot leave you without asking our guests here in commentary position, Teacher Safo Kantanka and Dr. Jakupoku, to share their final words with us. Teacher.
Yo said kono ayina enkabom kase ya ede ani gie kase abrega na man say ye bibi e Asante mu a ma ye nhunu se Asante region ana Ashanti region ena ye no ye kan sa Asante man a e je sa Ghana no da ho no e kama ye se ni nyina Asante man dia ewura ba bia enti ye bibi ahye Ghana ni monyam no ye se Asante man a bia wo bia na do ho agim na ye fefefe na wo ye no Asante din na da so de enso e da so ma Ghana e da so e kire se Ghana ena ye yade na de asinei ye nyina wa nyini kakra bia abohu se bi na dutwam se bi asikura no a we de esoro nkonkora yeman enye ade a ebe ye nkabomu amaye enkoba se ye na afi ate akoda yenim se de esi ayefe no ebeto aso sada na beto aso a yise mo ka ho na beto aso
enche na dwumadie no ekwa wieye akasafo no nyina ano ato ana wano asi wakasa wie na mema Dr. Jakupoku kwan na ono so de ne nsema yitwa to amaye doctor
echefo sani esi hwa dwumadie no sabre ye dwumadie na abawieye na akwaside ne Awukudae te se no ya na yenwura wontan enkasa se wo amane bi ne de bo a ye de ma nananom achiame na omuka kire na mum sani enne asiaye a ye da soronko a ye di afiden de enyina yemfe ye ne hwe se ebia yenwura obesi ebibia so anse dia na na de dwumadie ne nyina ebewieye na ye hyetiefo ebo se edafiada ye besen hia ha ya bi na ya sorry ayi onyankopon aye na nia ye beye no asori ku a ewo Kumase ni asanteme nyina beba be hia ha ne asofo bia baba kan ye ho ama ye de aseda ese ama twadi ampon kwame wahwe ye nso ama emfie adonunum ato yenwura ewo abanwa so ya na enye kwa so obetumi adi akonya emfie sabre kwadwomfo ahyase tonyom eyi yenwura ahye se weisi a ya yenwura obesi yen bibi enti yenyina enye komne yenkoso na yenhwe nia omu ye kwadwom ne kwadwom no etese David nwom a yeto ya twere Bible mu na yenso ye ye de sa kwadwom ya wutie se ye beto awie no se wote kasa ne de a ene na ya ka asante abakosem free se asante manhya ase ebesi ne ye osetutu a oye opimso ye bone mrane ye faso bo ahemfo a asante hina beni nyina mrane edibesi nya wote so de se wutie afenso eko a wakodie nkunim bi a wadie nyina ye kan wo sa kasem enipa omo ken abusua bi mu enti wo hwa amrante pa ne gina ho eken mpanimfo a na omo kan omo gina omo chipe yenhwe da nche won tenase se ye kire ne sutu kwadwom ne mra one ne papa ba da bia wo kan fie no omo so betimi aka no pepepe tisania yaka free tetia abedu sabre ebra ye to kwadwom ebra de juju ohene bo se bibia si na ye pese ewiemu juo no etimi to sa adwumi sa kwadwom mo betimi ato sa donhwere baako a omo ju ahome tete na asem omo ka no ye na omo kwatwere kwadwom no ebre bia mo wo ne omo de ka ho enti de na wo ho otumfo poku arepenso ne kasa ne bi o ha na nka we hu yenwura ba ya omo hwe na se ehwe bi ofri ehwe na wofo e de kasa again sabra yetie omudu sabra na omo bewie enono
o kubeda to baba to le fa kunya gwa se ajumla chemewra
Nana abrafo no ebeyen anase ye bebo ne mrane
obrajani o se tu yapim ya yawo ya wa no asia na abrajani yapim wasa wo asia du kata wi de wadi asempa ne eturu wo o se to tonkyereke wa tonkyereke me de mekwa do ase yese wuhu yese wonti yese nyoya enya na nsiaji wo jamle kata tibri ko wonna ban wo se to wonna ban honna bia dan papa mi yese bura ko se dia ye
wano no asu kitikiti ne krache ana boju se puma se ko nyina ban wo da nchem dua tram Okukuru suno wadamremu. Was a question, was a dray, was a blay, was a yay, was a may, was a fee. From to my Bible, was not a new, was not said to us my ban, I don't be a baby. What was Friday about Frappa? Manson said to agree, was said to the Nensa, and as what the night, and I say kind, and I bar, and a two, and a bow say, and a more Japanese papa say, and a sutrasi say, sutrasi mamojamu, was said 2 years I say Kumujatrada. Kuko no yemi ye, was said to Nama Puku Sinipamu, Mumo.
Up and down, one winning back. Up a party. Osmani boy for Pepanko. Amadi. O set your body, your body and Bokudi. Yamwa Mamuniku. Bakwa fed Yamwabo Dunja or Camfra.
Zoom.
Oji Ahohoɔ ya jebi a ɔtɔ mienu sɛwi anwea so mahene. Ghana mamu ase ahemfo ne nyinaa kuo no wona woda no. Etie. Wone wabedi akyire Laura na Kabo a ɔtɔ miensa.
Sɛwi anwea so mahene. Onwa and the National House of Chief or you to training no.
Otunfo so wada mase papa. Se mo jade amu ye bia. Na ne ma betre mu ama medi.
Abetre ma madwumedie akoso.
Oja ho okura de esese wo ba. Efi se fi ho na ewura obeji nyansa tete. And now, Bass, I was so in it. I want no coffee tree at the bar. Or say, a nation we Nymphia do no. Nimia Kuma never been in it, or no committee as Shano. No far, Jane said, two for other room, or none bebrebe, I'm free me, I better not say that I know. Awukudae a walk, Juma Diemu, ye back once you are now at the doom there. And Mra committee in the car said, Ahohoɔ dano. Otumfo ma yete ase se nana no amoa no omunya Ahohoɔ dudu no ha ene awuwo mu ene otia omochia no omo no no ko race course wan gra hene omo nyina ebechia no ase omo anaka ne bobo park isu a na aso e kwabo na mfu ye no dudu no a o ma ba bechia ne alaji cruiser no nyina ahia park ya so ene omutie o se enenhia mu ye wura wo ya ma obi ahu se ampa asante ye donipa ya me ahu se ye di nipa ena chichiri asanteman ya ma obi ahu se asante enye yimu obi biara emfa ho ba bia ofiri wo ba se na bobo bra ya ma kwan e ma bobo bra awade yedi awade bebre yene nipa pi adomfuo bebre ye no matra efie ba kum nyina ya tra bom bebre ene ya nipa kro ya kan bom obi fura anwura ne ewa anwura okro mu ase a ye de ama omu a omote ho owura fuga a obachi ayi yenu asantima mu ase ese anwura ba bi kro ofri enzema ahene ha se yenimomu ha se ese ba bi a ofri sa na mfante ne soso yenim na ha se eche ba bi kro ofri Yesu amosi hene wona hu bu amozongo ho ne de okọ na chiro na ama ho ye nyinara hausafo ye nom nyina na ti ase tisi an era ka hausa gaskiya ni gom ni nyina na ka na wase so otumfo oso kan we ama nipa nyinara ahunu se anya na ana ose ya kan anya mpo na ose ya kan ne mo ose nipa di ne kura ne hu se ampa asante ye do nipa ore batete ya na nanam kokun ya ya kon ye wie ye di woso a ye di nkunyum wo so a ye mfa nipa ase ena ba ebedi woso nwa mo nipa no mu bi ena mo mu di mo so ho ena nke akon afa kuro se nke eno ase ya mai nipa kotena ho na ohwe na ode amaye ndiso efisisifu a nke no ase okofa kuro no na ode ne bo na ase na nabi akwakotena ho nana mo hihye asantima mu ase yempa po yempa hunhuna ye de odo enkabo mu asumdwie ene de ti ase enu nti ene ne yehun de ehun edom bebreba aba ha sei no eye do a ene ekwan ye fa so eje ahohoɔ nti na ene omo ekire
Listing West African Companies Camp 1.
Asetra pa ene no mote ewokro mu ase otumfo asimfia do no numnie ase otumfo ase obedi ade fura banwai mfia do no numni da biara ne ka atwam ozongo ase a obi o bia sori gina ho biara o ozongo no bia sori egina ho ma no mfia do no num no otumfo ase wo mu nyae da o mu nya hu se otumfo ka na ba se pe no mu nyina asori ne dientra na mu se na ene something no ene nti eno mo yesa otumfo ase me nkan kire mo ne nana no mu nyina odomo eno mu nyina tena asumdwe mu asante mai mo ka ho na mo sa mo ka asante ma ho nti enwuma mo ye na nyina eboa ama asante ma nso epagya yeso yamma mamu hu se mo ya ahohoɔ kwan bia e be fa so mama ni aka bia ye be ye se de ye fititi abeka ne no ne se obiara eni emra so se de be ya bibiara e be kama e wasi otumfo ase ni imam chief imam efie da da na bia oba manhia se ebobo mpa e ma ewura ama ye yi saraka nyina wa ase ne nyina kire se ewura woni esiremu anwona o fantio ya kan bom aye baako ene ete santimemu a tumfoɔ si wei ne yama Ghana yɛde kyerɛ Ghana nyinara sɛ nkabɔ mu ɛyɛ ade a ehia papapapa. Obi ti baabi na onim a ɛna asantefoɔ ayɛ sei ɛna asantefoɔ ayɛ sei daabi ebi a wona onim yɛyɛ akyerɛ sɛ asantefoɔ yɛpɛ nipa ebi a wo ɛna wo mpɛ nipa ahene fa na abɛkɔ abenya fanti ni wuta ahene fa na abenya anwunaga zongo no amu na ɛfa hene ɛna zongo ɛhyɛ aseɛ nti ɛne asanteman ɛna ayɛ ne nyinaa ma obiara esua nti enye ntum wɔ Ghana ha sei sɛ asanteman yɛ pɛnka bɔ mu enye ntum sɛ pɛ sɛ Ghana ebom na enya nkɔsoɔ na Ghana eyie enye ntum sɛ adwuma bi wɔ anwurani o fanti no hwan yo so wɔn fata sɛ ɔbɛyɛ a yɛmfa adwuma no nhyɛ nsa no ɔnyɛ Yesu enim ade ɛda hɔ nokura turo dodo sɛ asantene nko na ɛwɔ adwuma mu a ɔnka sɛ dibira aba bɛda wei minu yɛ asantene nti ɔmfata kura mede ma no asante nko a ɛna ɛnyɛ saa ade no yɛnyɛ saa ade ne da yɛgyetum sɛ nipa kura du no so wɔ fata ɔbɛtuma yɛ adwuma no saa nipa no ɛma ne kwan na ɔnyɛ adwuma no tinne dwumadie ya ma obi ahun sɛ nkabɔ mu Ghana yie yɔ yɛno ɛna yɛhwehwɛ enti ma yɛnyinara yɛnya baako yɛmfa nkyekyere Ghana man ma Ghana enye yie tumfoɔ se asante kotokɔ agyi di ne paa no sarusunum dogomoro omne domboye Abukari go no mafefe omu ane domuye Malik omu ane domboye na dentra ne mo efansa omu nyina ye nana no ntina baba ya la sadum ye de ato baba ya la no ane ankasa baba ya la onya santini tiempa yempre ememfa ndintu sadum no so ye kai ade papa wo ye ma asante enu nti ene ya makwan a ne din da so no otumfo asese ne yafra ya enkabom ne yewe saa so ne yewe se begina ho amagana man otumfo o se ne nanan mamobaye munyinara odamase otumfo oda munyina ase otumfo odamase
Asante hene otumfo osetutu abebio better still otumfo osetutu the second giving the final word for today's occasion. And for the non-Asantes, somebody speaking after the Otumfo has spoken is part of the protocols in the chieftaincy institution. When the chief speaks, it is the responsibility of the linguist to let the people hear it audibly. There is a reason for that, and that is why that happened. And so, for now, the Asantehene has thanked everybody for patronizing today's event. He's also shown appreciation to the non-Asantes who have cohabited Asantemai peacefully with everybody here, and that he cherishes everybody's presence and contribution to the development and growth of Asanteman. He's assuring that as the situation has been over the years, so shall it be going into the future. And they are also asking that with the remaining days and programs, we continue to show your presence and support for it to continue. Mabra, can we wrap up?
Kwado kotokohina kasawi na yen na yete de okaye achame hina kansem ni nyina na ade ba kwa atomichim ene se Asante donipa Sawo bona semni na tofa o se asante edonipa ka hunu fanti new town e wa asante mbem ka unya anwonaga unya mo shizongo de ekowia ne se asante edonipa enti sabe ya wakasa wie de enim se nche obepeja ne mu opeja ne mu anache se ye de nadwumadie no abawie ya ne sa kojo sima enti doctor ene teacher na yenka
yo mini abasani o kan sa pepe sa asante wo do ohini kire se ye ni ahohoɔ ha se wo ha nko a wo yetikuma se ha nko a dia sani akɔ ma bi so e wo hɔ a wo ye kuroba no saa na tie yemfa krata bi anhye wo sɛ na emom wo ye ɔman ba ɛno a na ɔpa akyere o se ye ti aware enti emogya akɔ frafra so papa efiri ha o ma mefiri ha amamre mu no wo ye ɔman ne ba ɛno nti obia ɛyɛ ɔman ɛba na onyi obia ɛmfiri mu da ne ɛwɔ na koma so ɛna ɔde ato yɛ nimu no ɛbɛda yeras
Dr. Dasibi teacher
said ɛkyɛ no hene sɔre a ɔsante hene ɔsɔre saa baabi a wo biara no wobɛtena ɔbɛfa ano akɔpem ano akyea biara wakɔnwa wote soɔ duru hɔ a sɔre ɔsante hene sɔre a obi a waka biara no ɔbɛn wɔ a na wasɔre na wakyea wo ɔma ɔde ne nhyira bɛma wɔ ma ɔde ama wɔ mo nti munyina baabi a mowɔ no sɛdeɛ yɛka no no a mɛnkɔ baabi a gyina hɔ ma ɔno a ɛnkyea kɔsi sɛ ɔbɛba bɛkyea wo bie
yo mabna there's this maxim in Asante that the daekoso ya NPT opanyin so edware wi ampanyin se na ensu asa once the Asante has given his final word, it means that the curtain is being gradually drawn on today's event. And so from the bedroom here at Ministerial Palace in Kumasi, the seat of Asante, this has been a live telecast of the special day set aside for appreciation to the non-Asante communities here in the Ashanti region to also share in the celebration of the 25th anniversary of the reign of the Asante Hene, and also was a day, a sacred day of Awukudae or Durbar. From here, from commentary, this has been Nicholas Osewusu together with my sister
Abnada Ntao say.
Thank you.